Hold on. What's up, YouTube? We live, we live, we live. Okay. Y'all hear me okay, right?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, man. Today we on the I guess it's the seventh or eighth. I gotta really start counting. I probably put numbers on. This is about the seventh edition of Cento's Down podcast. Today we have we have a pretty good show. A couple of things going on in the week. This whole little media beef with the king of media, the king of sports media, is the gift to keep on giving. So I mean, early this week, I kind of get inspired by what I see and what happened during the week, and I saw a graphic that Melo had said. Like again, I really should have did my homework and watched a little bit of 7 a.m. in Brooklyn, because I'm not sure if he said it on his podcast or he just, I'm actually happy, and that's the thing, right? That's why I wanted to do a show about Melo. I'm happy that he's one of the players now that he's hung it up. That I'm happy he has his own platform to tell his own story. Because I remember as a Knicks fan, a lot of people would speak for Melo. A lot of people, the media kind of did do him dirty, man. And this is the thing, right? When we talk about how the media does guys dirty, they did Melo dirty, man. I mean, seriously, when his situation with Lala came up, and as they were separating and all his off the court stuff, you know, bro had a lot of coaches. George Carl used to talk about him like a dog. Jim Boeheim loves him. Mike D'Antoni didn't supposedly didn't care for him or whatever. Phil Jackson had, but Melo was always Melo. Melo never, again, and I give props to LeBron too, because LeBron, again, even you got Stephen A. I mean, you got Skip Bayless hating, and I'll get into that again. We'll get into that later, where I think what LeBron does is take out his frustration with all the guys that he feels are haters, and he kind of going at what he feels is their king. And but yeah, a lot of guys talked a lot of stuff about Melo, and Melo always say Melo. He never fought back in the media. He never, he would. And now he's got a platform to tell his own little story. So I'm happy about that. Um, Yeah, I mean, so let's go around the league, because I've been called out as a ducker, right? When my Knicks lose, and I always say this, right? I always say this. I don't. This is over here, 10 toes down. I don't get too high. I don't get too low. I take what I get. I have takes on every team in the league. What I feel that what their high point, what their high expectations, and what their low expectations. If you pick a team, Philly, I said Philly was going to be trash this year. I said they were not going to be healthy. I said even when they are healthy, their chemistry wasn't right. And if Embiid is the straw that stirs the drink, with him not being healthy, him going to uh, Paris this when he was supposedly already injured, it was not going to bode well for an 82 game season. And as you see, he's done for the year. We can get into the fact that Dame Dollar looks to be out. I mean, blood clots, and again, you don't even know how to even proceed with that. Him having the blood
That's
clot
usually
wasn't.
like an 8 month injury, bro.
Yeah, I
He
mean, you
probably
talk
gonna be
about
back
never.
till next year
Yeah,
sometime. That
yeah. I
same
mean,
shit with
it's
Wimby.
yeah.
You got
So
to
you
be on
got
medication
Wimby.
for like 6 months or something crazy.
Yeah, and this is basketball, right? So if you
Yeah.
got blood clots, you work a regular job, all right. They obviously go, but this is playing basketball. So prayers for Wemby, prayers for Damian Lillard. But see, this goes to show you, man, you can't really pencil anybody in. The injuries are crazy. Like Jason Tatum right now going through the ankle injury. I'm not sure if he played the last game, but Boston was looking good without him. Yeah, the Knicks. I didn't even know what happened with Campaign last night. I wasn't able to watch the game, but I know he got hurt. Knicks were down to Tyler Kolek and Delon Wright running the point guard. And again, we lost a tough game. Had the lead, had 11-point lead on I believe 12, as much as 12 on the Clippers, and so they lost. But yeah, going around the league. Listen, we're in the home stretch. It's really going to be who plays the best basketball, plays up to their potential, and who's healthy. That's it's kind of a war of attrition in the NBA now, almost like it is in football. If y'all know football, you will see guys. You will see like if a team lost their quarterback or whatever, and that's why they have the rules the way they are. They don't want backup quarterbacks uh, in these playoffs. So, but you might lose a defensive end, a key linebacker, or whatever, and that's why NFL seasons become more of attrition. So you can't really this idea that we know who's going to the finals. This is a wide open era. So I say any team gotta right now the favorites gotta be in the East, gotta be the Boston Celtics or with Cleveland right behind them. It is wide open in the West.
Mm.
Let's keep it real. It's wide open in the West. I guess
It's
OKC,
OKC, man. You got to give
OK,
OKC the nod.
oh yeah, OKC is ahead of everybody else. But again, they've only been to the second round with this young group. Again, they can make the jump. They're looking good right now. They're actually looking the most deep. They're looking to be the deepest team playing the best basketball in the league right now. 'Cause Cleveland did have a 3-game losing streak. They got a couple wins since then. But yeah. So y'all got any takes on what y'all see around the league?
Well, shit. I'm looking at it's about just like you said about being healthy. I mean, playing good, but being healthy is better than playing good. I'd rather be healthy going into playoffs and playing subpar and then turn it up when the playoffs start than have a fucking injury. And you saw what they just did to the Lakers. Lakers on a major run, catch a few
Mm-hmm.
injuries. Well, really, they caught like 4 or 5 injuries and lose a bunch of games in a row. Da, 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 da. Got a couple of spurts, lose 4, win 2 or 3, lose a couple more, win 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? So you want to finish it out, but you want to be healthy. You want to make sure your rotations are good. Everybody know what they're gonna be doing. That's number one thing. You want everybody to get comfortable in their role. You don't want people to be trying to play a different role every night because somebody hurt. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to fill a void, fill a void, fill a void instead of do the game plan. That's the difference in when you get somebody hurt. The game plan changes. When you got the
That's
game
true.
plan that works, that's the one you need to be playing with. You know what I'm saying? You need that shit for the playoffs. Your best game plan is what wins you playoff series. When you got to revert to plan B and plan C, that's when shit get funny. You know what I'm saying? That's when
Yeah.
you got the wrong guy playing defense on the wrong man, the wrong dude shooting the ball. Everything just gets thrown off by one injury. Unless you fucking Boston Celtics who got fill-ins on top of fill-ins on top of
They got
fill-ins.
on top of fillers, and the same thing with OKC. That's why I say the best team
Yeah.
can take they have the next man up mentality. Number one, their plan A is great, is already good. But if you gotta go to plan B, C, and D, they got guys that can step in and play that style, play the same style that they want to play. Like both those teams are built on defense. Both of them have gotten increased accuracy on their 3-point shooting. And this is the game, like 3 and D. If you can
Yeah.
D, and you can, but you also need obviously you also need that one A player. You need that 1B player, and
Yeah.
those who got that, they got a chance. So like I said, look, anybody can win, anybody can be beat, and anybody can anybody. I'm gonna say one of us. I already said 8 teams are contenders. We had a show about 3 weeks ago where me and May was talking about who the real contenders were, and so about eight of these teams are real contenders, and a few of them, again, if you can get to the, I'm gonna put it, if I believe you can get to the Final Four, then I got you as a contender. So that puts a Houston, that puts a OKC, that puts a Memphis. Memphis can get to the Final Four. They got to play that
The
best
whole
game. They can get
top
to the
six
Final
of the
Four.
West.
Yeah, the
I
whole
mean,
top of the West. And let's keep it
yeah, the
real. And
whole
let's keep
top
it real.
six.
Minnesota.
And it
So
might be you can even say it's 7. That's what I'm saying. You can go 7 deep there, but I
Minnesota,
mean,
And look at the the Clippers got they
I'll be
big
honest, the
four.
only team I don't trust to get there right now, honestly, is Golden State, and that's they're just too small. I don't see Golden State getting to the conference
How you liking
championship.
Quentin Post? How you liking
Who
Quentin
is that?
Post? Quentin Post.
I mean, he all right. He not, he's all right.
He's
He's not who
serviceable.
you want. Yeah, that's what
He's
I'm saying. He's
serviceable.
usable, but he ain't who you want. You know what I'm saying? He ain't what you
No,
want.
you're not you.
But
No,
he all right.
because what I'm thinking, well, number one, they gotta get Curry back healthy. That's number one, right?
Yeah, well, of course that
And
you know
and
Curry
when
the kicks
two,
over already.
yeah. So I mean, really, I think that's the having a 7 footer like Post in the rotation gives them the option because obviously they like to play the small ball, but he can actually rebound, block a couple shots, and hit the three, which I guess is a
I ain't gonna lie.
requirement.
I feel like Looney in their lineup with him better than him though.
Well, I mean,
Looney
listen,
been there. He
Looney
played
is the
defense.
veteran,
He can
right?
rebound. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. He
Looney is the
don't need the
veteran.
ball. None of that.
All I think that holds Golden State back is actually not having the option to go to a big man, a true seven
Yeah,
footer. When a team like when you like, 'cause I remember a couple of years ago, AD was just tearing them up, and they had no answer
yeah,
for him because nobody in their rotation was above 6'8". I remember
yeah. But they,
what was that European guy y'all had a couple of years ago? He
you
might
talking
still
about
be
Bogut
around.
or Zaza Bogut? Which one?
No, not
Who you
Bogut.
talking
This is
about?
like he was about 6'8". This is a couple of years when 23 when they
Oh,
got to the conference finals.
yeah, they changing motherfuckers out so much. I know what you're talking about,
It's
though. I can't remember.
yeah, yeah. I can't remember his name either, but so
But it's
actually
like
having a seven.
they need JaVale McGee back. That's what the fucking Warriors need. And I mean, not just
Wow,
him, but a JaVale McGee type. Somebody that can
I
do the pick
guess.
and roll, catch the lobs, block some shots, energetic. They need that. They need that in the repertoire because
Well, I don't know
Steph
where
Curry
he's
on that
playing
pick and
right now.
roll is deadly. Huh? Now, I
Hmm.
don't mean him. I don't mean JaVale specifically. I mean, they need a player his style. Somebody with some spring in their step. You know, that Pope dude, he all right, but he more, he kind of a flat footed. He not a big leaper. You know what I'm saying? He ain't that kind of
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
He ain't an
He
athletic
just a
player.
he just a big body that could actually take a couple of fouls and actually get in the way of getting when y'all play a. I'm saying if y'all play a single, he can
Oh,
actually at least get steal
yeah.
some minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He a
That's the way I'm
swing. You know what
thinking.
I'm saying? Okay, we playing Joker tonight. Your ass got to play. You know what I'm saying? That he's
Yeah,
not in
no,
the,
no,
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
he's not on
yeah.
the, he's not in the best five that they gonna put on the floor to end the game.
See,
He's not one
see
of them
me,
players.
me unlike other people. Some I think the casual fan look at sports and they just think, oh, the star. No, look, you got you if you waste a roster spots, that's not a good thing because come playoff time again, injuries happen. Might have that one. You might have that one where if it's OKC. I mean, if it's Memphis and I mean Golden State, Houston, and Sengun is just tearing them up. And y'all got and they actually got some power forwards on that squad too. And
Yeah.
y'all just getting beat because y'all too small. Well, now you can at least throw him in there to kind of slow down the big man, and then the rest of the guys can get theirs off. But yeah, you
Well,
got to
see what
have
hurts
a
Golden
whole.
State is you got a 6'6" power forward in Draymond Green.
Of course, but
So even
and
though
of
he's a
course he's
great
savvy and
defender,
all
it
that.
hurts because
Yeah,
there's no size. Yeah, there's no size. And then the
yeah,
only sizable players, like you said, you got Looney and you got Post. So those only two people that got size. Everybody else
yeah.
is
Kaminga is a
basically a
legit six
three.
eight.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They threes. They really threes. Come on, you got a
Yeah,
team full of
they all
threes.
threes. And again,
Yeah,
that's what Golden State's mantra is. Have Steph Curry and a bunch of threes around him, and then and make it difficult to guard you. But by the same token,
yeah.
when you got a big man that's cooking, and you can't get no rebounds, and the three ain't dropping like you were, that's when they're very vulnerable.
But see,
You know
when
what I
Golden
mean?
State was really balling at their best, you had KD at 6'10", 6'11", whatever he is. JaVale McGee at 7'1", 7'2", whatever he is. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You had big motherfuckers that was out there looking big. You know, so
You could
they
go
was
between the
long.
big lineup and the small lineup.
Yeah, you even
And
had
that's what I'm saying.
Zaza coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Or was Zaza on that team with them? I don't know. He
He
was,
was
I think, was
he
with
was he was with KD in them. That was his like,
yeah,
Lakers getting
yeah.
some
The
revenge
same,
on
he was at
Chicago
the end. He
tonight.
was at the end with KD. Oh, is that
I forgot the
Lakers
Lakers
up
went back to back
16?
tonight.
Yeah,
They up 16
they
to
up
15.
16 right now. Yeah, but
Picked up the
but
defensive effort, huh?
actually no, they was getting their ass whooped for a minute. They just came back. They was down 13 and came back. Then started playing
Okay.
that zone. They put the zone on them. They played the zone instead of manning up. When they man
Yeah, I
up,
see
that
Kobe
boy
White
Kobe
is
White
four.
go crazy.
Yeah, I see Kobe White is 4 for
Hey,
14.
yeah, that zone slowed his ass down.
He went from Kobe to Kobe.
Yeah, but
He went
Chicago, I
from
mean, shit.
Kobe.
Kobe White been fucking player of the week the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I see this. I
He
see
been
this.
balling. This Chicago team is better than what they were before. I'm gonna be honest with
And
you.
they were
With Levine, yeah,
again.
they
This is
better
what
now.
happens when sometimes you can unlock. Sometimes you can unlock potential just by getting rid of the supposed star because he's having a Levine there kind of held everybody else back. Look, Kobe White was out of the
Yeah,
rotation at one point. You know what I mean? I'm like, whoa,
yep,
where they drafted Kobe White and his potential, y'all doing
yep.
him a disservice holding him back like that. You
And
know?
this cat Buzelis and Giddy, they give them a
Yep.
size that you don't realize how big they are until you standing next to them. They a
Mm-hmm.
big team, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, they got
6'7", 6'8", yep.
what's the center name? Vucevic. Yeah, they got
Vucevic,
Vucevic.
yeah.
Yeah, Giddy and the boy I just said, Buzelis or whatever his name is. They all tall.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are like 6'8", 6'9". This dude is the same height as LeBron. He looked taller than LeBron right now. He guarding him. He wiry. They move. They athletic. They not slow mos or nothing. You know what I'm saying? These guys can get up and down the court and they can shoot. So it's like
The
next
Pacers,
year, they gonna be nice
Pacers
next year.
fucked
They
around
going
and dropped 162.
yeah. They gonna
That's pretty impressive to drop 162 in regulations on. And I know it's Washington
who
White.
did that?
Terrible. The Pacers dropped
Who played?
162.
Oh god
The
damn.
Pacers. McConnell damn near had a triple double in 17 minutes. He had 10 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. The whole team was the only player on them that wasn't a plus double digits was Limhart.
Yeah, how many
They
threes they
told me.
get?
I mean, let me see how many threes. I see Halliburton was 7 out of 10. Jarris Walker hit 4. Jesus, they had 27 threes, 27 out of 47.
27. Okay,
And
there you
so
go. Shit,
yeah,
27 to
so
40. That's like 60%. Yeah.
this is some more video game shit right there, bro.
Oh shit,
And
27 out of 47. What is that? What is the percentage? Is that like almost 70?
that's actually I can tell you right now 60. I think about 60 something.
Yeah.
It's less than 2/3, and it's more
Yeah.
than
Way more than half. It's a shit.
yeah, actually 57.
It's
57.4.
57%? Oh, okay.
They shot 64. They made 17 out of 19 free throws. Yeah, so
Oh,
48
shit.
assists. Jesus Christ, bro. 48 assists, 59 made buckets. So
Yeah.
that's
Washington
wild.
was being a practice dummies tonight. That's what that
Of,
was.
of course. The Heat beat Atlanta
Washington was straight
Hawks. Let's
practice
see
dummies.
what else is going on. Heat beat the Rockets and Jazz are playing and all that. It's okay.
That's
So
gonna be the
yeah.
Rockets. Mhm. Jazz ain't winning
So
that
yeah.
game.
So yeah, I
Memphis
just
play
want to give
tonight.
them Memphis played Memphis. Yes, they playing OKC actually. It was just
Oh
a
yeah,
1 point
again.
game. Now
Come on,
OKC up
okay,
by
see.
7.
Okay, see, whoop that ass. Come on, we need that win.
So
Shit.
yeah, yeah. So I just want to take a few minutes to give Melo his flowers, man, because we end down here in March Madness, and again for those cats they said Melo ain't never win nothing. Melo was a scorer. I think a lot of that again was Melo the most locked in defender. Of course not. But did Melo do all of the he wasn't. I think Melo, and especially being in that draft class, got the he ain't LeBron treatment. And I really like people don't realize just how great of a scorer he was, just how great of a basketball talent he was. Like if I'll be honest, and I'll say this, there's no hate. If I'm gonna teach my son how to play, I'm gonna ask him to watch Melo before I watch LeBron. 'Cause LeBron does the things you can't teach. Like you can't teach his athleticism, but you can
You
teach
can't keep 6'9",
Melo's
270. Yeah,
bag. Yeah, you can teach Melo's bag. Like just
yeah,
the fundamentally he was the better player. Like LeBron was better for this era because he can get to the basket and stuff like that. But you again, if you want to teach a guy how to score and how to be unguardable, you want to get Melo. So Melo again, and what inspired me to like give him some props or give him a show this week was I remember when he went to Syracuse and his mother Mary Anthony, was out there saying, "I want my boy to go 4 years to school." You got to remember Melo was a guard coming into his senior year, and he got that growth spurt. So similar
yeah.
to Anthony Davis, similar to Scottie Pippen when he went to school, similar to David Robinson. Like these guys got these like late 5 inch in one summer growth spurt. So he went from about 6'3" to 6'8". Next thing you know, he's a power forward or a small forward with Akeem Warwick and McNamara, and they won. He was so good they won the national championship. And Bayham said, "Bro, I know you want to come back, but there's no point in you coming back. I don't want you to risk, getting
Yeah.
injured or anything like that." And so he went, and the rest is history. The years with Denver, obviously the West was stacked. The years with the Knicks, obviously the Knicks didn't. The Knicks had through some good years, but the Knicks
He
didn't
never
get
had a
him
team around him. I mean, he had one team in
exactly.
Denver. To me, he had one team in Denver, and
And that was '08. That was the '08
yeah,
and the '09, the Chauncey Billup one, right?
yeah,
And
and he
they
had to
get
go up
past
against
the Lakers.
Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, you got to play
And then
Kobe. Okay, your
you
best
got to
team,
play
you playing
Kobe
Kobe?
or Tim
No,
Duncan and them.
yeah, it's like yeah, you playing the wrong cats. It's just shit. You ain't winning that. He never had that other superstar. You know what I'm saying to play with to me in his
Mm-hmm.
prime. He never got that. The
Yeah.
closest he got to was Jeremy Lin. You know what I'm saying? That's like the
I mean,
probably
he
the
had
best
the
player he ever
He had
played
the
with.
Iverson, right? He did have Iverson, but again, that
But hey,
and
come on, that
remember
was
what
AI after Philly. That ain't the same AI. I'm just being real. That
no,
don't
it was
mean
yeah,
that.
because they came from Detroit, right? And then actually no, they sent Iverson to Detroit. That's when they got Chauncey. But
Yeah,
remember when they made that trade, they were 35-2.
yeah,
Like they made that trade at the deadline. They were 35. They went like something like 35-2. But then again,
yeah.
they started so bad, their seed wasn't high, and I think they ran into San Antonio that year. I'm matter of fact, let me look it up. They ran into San Antonio that year. I think it was San Antonio. I'm hoping. I don't know. One year they lost to the Clippers, and they shouldn't. I guess they shouldn't have lost because that was the Corey Maggette. Um, this is like Chris Paul wasn't even there. They were there before they drafted Blake Griffin, but they had lost to
Hmm.
the Clippers one year. And that was his best chance to get out the first round, other than the Chauncey Billup year when remember they Chauncey, Marcus Camby, Jr. and Kmart. And
Yeah.
again, remember in his in Carmelo's defense, him and George Carl was just never seeing eye to
How about
eye. And
that? I was just about to say that. I'm like, you can't win when your coach hates your guts. It's like
hate
when
you.
the,
He
when the
said
coach hates the best player's guts, the
remember
shit ain't gonna
he
work.
said, bro, you said you ain't no better than Detlef Schrempf. That was all types of disrespectful, man.
Yeah,
I mean, and
Carl was
not
a
that
weird
Detlef Schrempf
motherfucker.
was no bum. Detlef Schrempf, but
Yeah.
come on, Melo was a lot better than Detlef Schrempf. Come on now. So
George
just
Carl was
a,
an idiot.
a lot of people, you know what I think? A lot of people that hate Melo, they see Melo with that all around game where, yeah, he's going to dribble out the clock because he's going to look for his bucket. He's not necessarily looking. Now Melo could if you want to, and that's the thing. You got to coach him up. You got to coach him where there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of motion and all that in the offense. But more than likely, when you need a big up bucket, it's going to be Melo going to get you. And when Melo's on, he was unstoppable.
Yeah.
He was unstoppable. So again, I just think he's one of them guys and that's the thing. I hate when cats get a bad rap. I really do. I really, really hate when cats get a bad rap because again, we could say, uh, I think hate is the most overused word in this joint. Nobody hate nobody. It's just that. when Cats. I'm looking to see because I know Iverson is stayed. Okay, so when they got Iverson, that was the 06-07 season, and I believe so they won 45 games. So Iverson played 50. Let me see something real quick. I want to just confirm that record that they had together. And again, they won four, but they were like 35-2, but they only won 45 games for the season. So when they played the Lakers in the first round that year, and they got let me see real quick. Yeah, Iverson got traded to Denver that year. Uh, he got traded to Denver that year, and then let's see how many they won when he was with Denver. Okay, they played 50 games, but he played 50 games with the Nuggets, and after they went to the Nuggets, yeah, man, I'm actually misremembering that. Okay, they did. They actually lost a lot of games. Oh, it was at some point they went 35-2. But anyway, yeah. Oh no, they played San Antonio in 07, and they won the first game, lost the next four. Um, they had a nice end to the season. They had won like 9 of their last 10 games. But yeah. So again, either way, yeah, he had to battle a lot. And again, it was legitimate. What I was saying about when you say somebody is hating, you know, hate is the most overused word because nobody truly hates these players. You might have a legitimate criticism. And I always say, if the criticism is legitimate, it's not hate. It's just you just tell a fact. Everybody is not perfect. No one is perfect. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take. Any of y'all, G Money or any of y'all got what y'all want to say or your perspective on Melo?
Well, I mean, my perspective on Melo was he was an ultimate scorer machine. To me, he could have took more of his game from Syracuse and brought it to the NBA. But once he realized he could score so easily in the NBA, he kind of forgot about passing and distributing, which I think he would have been better player if he'd have stuck to being more well-rounded player, a triple-double type of guy instead of just a big-time scorer.
I agree
And
with
then
that.
then when he got like Amari Stoudemire and Chauncey and them, what I'm saying? To me, that was probably the best team he had. And, Amari fucked the playoffs off fighting the fucking fire hydrant. So, what I'm saying? It's like Melo was
The
like,
first
he
year
was
he had the
managed a
back
bunch of,
spasm.
yeah,
The
but
first year he
he
had the back
managed a bunch of
spasm.
bad luck.
If
Yeah.
y'all,
But Melo just
the
had a lot
first
of
year with
bad
the
luck.
Knicks, yeah, the first year with the Knicks, he was supposedly it was some dime piece and sitting courtside in the first after game one against the Celtics, and he was trying to do trick dunks to the layup line. And next thing you know, he had back spasm with Mari.
Oh, okay.
Between that, the fire hydrant, and his knee, that never went that what the Knicks is supposed to be never happened. But Melo was the
Yeah.
one standing on the court taking all the blame. You know what I'm saying? Then
Yeah.
remember Linsanity, right? Linsanity was about 17, 20 games.
Yeah.
And then Lynn, then Lynn cooled off, and the Heat did what they did to him, and
So
Melo
he
was
went
like, all
Scottie
right.
Pippen. He went Scottie Pippen on fucking Linsanity. That was a problem too. You can't hate your teammate that he's balling.
See,
Figure out a way to win with him.
okay, and I gotta address that too, because I don't really never. Trust me. I'm sitting here in the New York media, and again, we see things, we hear things about the game. But I don't never really truly hated on Insanity. He actually is the reason why they played Lynn in the first place, because Tony Douglas was not rocking at point guard. So
Mm-hmm.
the whole thing is the league was catching up to him. They realized he ain't had no left hand. So it's like with D'Antoni, you was trying to turn Melo into Quentin Richardson. Like, you remember them Phoenix joint, they had a spread out offense, right? They run the pick and roll with Amari and Nash. And Quentin Richardson and guys like Matrix and all them, they would get the residuals off that pick and roll. So you
Yeah,
trying to put Melo, as talented as he is, in the Quentin Richardson role where he's the small forward standing in the corner waiting for Lynn Sanity to break down him and you remember you did have a little good Amari, but then Amari got hurt. So it was like you running a pick and roll with motherfucking Jared Jeffries and shit. Like this ain't gonna work. This is one of the you ain't this worked against the Nets and the first time y'all played against Toronto. But this shit ain't gonna work against the damn Spurs and the Mavericks at the time.
yeah,
Remember the Mavericks were defending champions. This ain't gonna work
mhm,
against Miami. Miami Miami was pressing that poor boy all day. So it's like, okay, where's the next player? You got Melo, a damn near 25 point a game scorer, yet you trying to use him like Quentin Richardson. And no disrespect to Quentin Richardson, but Melo is Melo.
yeah,
So that's when it happened. It was like then they went on that losing streak and like, oh, Melo ain't no. And
yeah,
then when they fired when D'Antoni resigned or whatever happened, and once he took over, the Knicks went 18-6 to finish that year. I remember when they played against D Rose in that game against Chicago. Melo hit them shots at the end. At this point, Lynn is already out with a torn meniscus. So that's the point. Lynn didn't even make it to the playoffs. His meniscus torn.
yeah,
And then in game one, we lose Amon Shumpert to the he lost he tore his ACL the same day Derrick Rose. That was game one of the playoffs that Sunday, if y'all remember, right?
yeah.
You
They
know,
had some badass luck. That team did have some bad
bro.
luck.
And then so Baron Davis was playing point guard at one point. He tore his ACL. That was it. That was when Baron Davis tore his ACL with the Knicks. That was it for his career because that was his third ACL. So remember, he had one in college. I'm not sure if he had one in high school, but I know he had one with the Hornets, and that was his third time he tore his ACL. B Diddy was nasty, bro. We should,
God damn.
B Diddy. I love B Diddy, one of my favorite point guards, bro.
Oh yeah, being Baron Davis a baller. Shit.
Yeah, man, but he tore us later in that series, man. I remember that's one thing. One of the reasons why I kind of hated the Heat too, and LeBron and them, because y'all was celebrating, bro. Like y'all was celebrating, y'all was doing shit. First of all, game one,
What you
LeBron
talking
did
about?
that. We gonna get into the LeBron flopping
I
the live.
wasn't rooting for LeBron when he was playing for the Cavs. I don't give
Well, this is what the Heat.
a
This is what the
I
Heat.
ain't rooting
Remember that? Remember that
I
flop
wasn't
when
rooting for
Tyson
LeBron then. I wasn't rooting for LeBron. He played for the Heat.
Remember when LeBron set that pick on LeBron? I mean Tyson Chandler set that pick. LeBron saw it coming, and he did the whiplash maneuver, and fucking got Tyson Chandler thrown out with a flagrant two. How do you get a flagrant two setting a pick, bro?
Yeah.
Oh man! And then y'all was celebrating. We had lost Shumpert. Like, why y'all celebrating like y'all? I'm like, all right, whatever, man. We'll get y'all next year. We were supposed to get Knicks got better next year and all that. And that was it. That was pretty much it for the Knicks era because the Knicks just made fucked up moves after fucked up moves. I can say that Melo forced the trade on. I don't fought with Knicks fans all day. Again, I fight with Knicks fans. Melo forced the trade. He should have waited. It was a lockout. It was the whole situation. The Nets was going to try to get him too. The Nets was new. They was opening Barclays, so they needed a superstar to go in that building. They didn't want to go in
Yeah.
that building with fucking Devin Harris and Gerald Wallace. With Devin. As a matter of fact, they got Gerald Wallace after they traded for Darren Williams. So Darren Williams was a big enough star that they settled on him, but they was gonna go after Melo themselves. You know what I'm saying? And Melo wanted the Knicks, but he wanted to be in New York because Cayenne, who's going to Syracuse now, right? He was coming. He was
Mhm.
like what was he about 6, 7 years
Oh,
old
he
back
going to
then?
Syracuse? Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't
Oh
know
yeah.
that.
He going to Syracuse following that footsteps.
The
I know
Bayern
that.
ain't there, right?
Nah, it's a new coach, but Boeheim's
No.
still a friend of the program and all that. So
Yeah, shit, he should have went to Duke for that.
well, yeah, you might not have got the playing time. Remember the Boozer twins are going to Duke.
Oh, they going
They
there
got
too? I didn't
the
know
Boozer,
that.
the
Yeah.
Boozer twins. One is the point guard. One is the is 6'9" like his dad. So the
Yeah.
Boozer twins are probably gonna go hit top five in the lottery next year and all that. So yeah, he's probably Kanye probably gonna stay there for 2 or 3 years. Probably like Bronny is.
I
I
don't
mean, like
think so,
Bryce.
man.
Probably like
I
Bryce.
think he's
Bryce
gonna
will
be.
probably got to
I
stay at
think he's
least
gonna
2
be
years.
a one and done, bro.
You think
That
Bryce is
boy
gonna get
nice.
who? Bryce?
Nah, Melo son. I think that boy gonna be a
Oh,
one and done.
but we'll see. We'll see because again, they'll be playing in the ACC, and if he get 14, 15 a game, they actually next year's draft is going to be they're supposed to be pretty deep. So I would the McDonald's game is it next week? I got to see when it is because I actually like to. I always catch my first glance at these. I don't really look at too much high school ball, but when I see the McDonald's game, then you kind of get an idea who's going to be next up coming in the
Yeah,
league in a couple of years.
and Gil's son coming out too.
Elijah Arena, yeah, he's on the west squad for the but he's 6'6" too. I want to see how nasty he
That's
is.
gonna be the one. He gonna be nasty. That
Yeah, I
motherfucker
mean
raw as hell.
it's kind of crazy though because you never like I think the college right now is a real proving ground because they play. Let's keep it real. I mean, they play real basketball in college. The NBA, the NBA is video game basketball, bro. Like
Yeah.
y'all can see this. The NBA, you can't. In college, you can really play physical defense. You can really, and they play legit. Like the game is called legitimately. So, matter of
Mm.
fact, it's Thursday. So we got some Sweet 16 games going on. I'm gonna try to throw them on. As a matter of fact, my YouTube TV was acting me for my damn. But yeah, man, you get a glimpse of who's next up. So Melo again, he was the first freshman because I know AD wound up doing it, but AD had a real squad with him. AD had Michael Kidd Gilchrist. You remember they were 1 and 2 in that draft, and he had
Yeah.
but Melo kind of, Warwick was nice, and he played a couple of years in the league. But Melo was like the one dude as a freshman to lead his team to a championship. You know what I mean? So
Melo was a beast. I mean, shit, Melo beat LeBron ass when he was in high school too.
yeah. It was they had their battles, and again, it was the good friendship that lasted, and a lot of these guys. So that it's go. We gave Melo some flowers. Like I said, I'm gonna in the future talk more about him. But we're gonna get into the LeBron versus Stephen A. stuff. And it's not matter of fact, I'm just gonna get into LeBron at the interview because it was entertaining. I will say this. Mr. McAfee threw a lot of softballs. Threw a lot of softball. Like he ain't asked him even when he asked him about the flopping, LeBron, he ain't like, oh, but you do flop though, right? You do, sometimes you do embellish. But McAfee was just that was a glaze fest, man. Let's keep it a
But you
thousand.
gotta understand something. McAfee got a full blown interview with LeBron. Do you think it's no different than Stephen A. going on fucking Gilbert Arenas podcast? They
Yeah.
go into friendly environments. Neither one of them is going to go to an unfriendly environment. They go in environments where people going to make them look good. McAfee is just like, oh my God. You see the beginning of it, he said, I thought this was bullshit. I didn't think he was going to come. That's how McAfee was seriously thinking. The day of the interview, he thought LeBron wasn't even going to show up.
Mm-hmm.
So
So when he
what do you
showed
think
up,
he going to do? He going to kiss his ass the whole time. He like, you just made my whole fucking year. That was the interview of the year. You know what I'm saying? I got LeBron for, and it was like, what did he do, like an hour or so or whatever? It was, it's kind of long. He sat there for hella long doing this interview
it
and
was a
doing a
72-minute
tell-all.
interview.
Yeah, doing a tell-all, talking about all kind of shit, giving up good ass. I mean, they played the interview again almost today on McAfee.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like he gave him
That's what it is.
everything.
Like he just sits there glazing everybody. I mean, now listen, man. It is what it is. Again, I want this to be where we actually do get into some debates, right? But okay, cats, what y'all say to me on YouTube and all other social media, pull up and bring it in. But if podcasting is just going to be, and again, right? Obviously
You got the model with Club Shay Stay. Again, you bring in the guys, you ask them a couple questions, you let them go. But bro, and I think that's what it is too. McAfee don't know that much about basketball, so he wasn't going to ask him none of the tough questions. And again, LeBron is going to be selective where he goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The problem is though, LeBron, the more you talk, the more we see you live, bro. We see like the live is just it's just crazy. And again, right? See, I know Stephen again. The Stephen A. If y'all see the thumbnail, it's LeBron behind Stephen A. Sitting there eating his ice cream and his tidy whities. And right off the bat, bro. Right off the bat, this is the year to no Diddy. Why is that your image? Why is that? You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna sit there, he's gonna be happy that I'm talking about him. He's gonna put his tidy whities on and blah blah blah.
Well, I
Stephen
mean,
A.
he put the punching thing up there. Stephen A.
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to hit the gloves, and I mean, this is just some clown shit. This whole Stephen A. LeBron thing is clown shit at this point now. Stephen A. to
Okay.
me should have fucking ended it a long time ago, but he drug it on because he wanted to get more publicity, and now it's kind of almost backfiring on his ass because now they both look stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's about to be the
But you
playoffs,
know what
and
I
you
think? You know
crying
what I
about how
think?
you don't like LeBron. I mean, don't nobody want to watch that shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. The people that don't like him is already going to knock. Again, look, I like the bro. Like the first 20 minutes, LeBron was acting human. And then when you started getting into the like, okay, you started getting disingenuous, right? Again, right? I guess you ain't gonna give up the trade secrets about your flop, and I can understand that. I
Yeah.
mean, I expect these little podcast things to be tell all, like they keep it real, keep it down. You know, the
Yeah.
Gian, obviously, I know the Giannis talking about gonna get 250. That's
I
250 in the
mean,
70s.
he
That
exaggerated the shit, and everybody act like he was serious. That shit is stupid to me. I mean,
I
come on,
get
bud.
it,
Everybody know he was
one thing,
exaggerating the number.
sometimes you exaggerate and then but you really like kind of. I mean, and again, you got. Yeah, I know he ain't the type. He ain't got no daddy his father ain't
Fuck.
there to tell him this guy was bad and that guy was bad. I mean, you got to realize that like there's certain things that happen in the set. First of all, you ain't got no 3-point shot. All right, Giannis will shoot threes anyway. But the idea that you're saying that evolution and this, that, and the third, the evolution, like humans do not evolve like that. Yeah, guys might, some better athletes might be in the league now. Number one, the reason why the best athletes come to the NBA is because of the money. Number one, the money was shit in the 70s. So, like cats was like Rick Barry and them was probably making six figures. They probably the only ones in the league making six figures. But
Yeah.
most of the cats was making 30, 40,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now, they didn't retire to no lucrative uh pension plan after making 10 years and
Them
shit like
motherfuckers
that. They
had to
didn't
go get jobs when the season was over.
exactly as we know, Pee Wee Kirkland did not want to sign with the Lakers because I make more money on the streets. I make more money moving
Yeah.
these packs. Let's keep it
Yeah.
real. Like they asking me, they gonna put it because Wilt, I think it was Wilt that wanted him to come or whatever because they were playing a rucker in the summer. And see that's
Yeah.
the thing too. That's the thing too. They were playing on a hard top back in them days.
Yeah.
And they were better conditioned. Like I mean, I'm not saying they were better conditioned, but they were conditioned to play more. They were conditioned to play a harder style. So there's differences in every era, right? And again, you're gonna say greatness great in every era, but you got, I know, I guess maybe he misspoke saying because I would got me too. Wilt was great in the 60s and 70s. Don't mean he would be great today. No, Wilt would have been great in any
Will would have
era,
been
like
great anytime. Will is different.
anytime. He was that type of athlete. Matter of
Will
fact,
is
if you
different.
let him shoot threes and if you let him run the offense like Joker today, he would, he did. Oh, remember he's the first NBA center to lead the NBA since the only one. Like Joker hasn't done it yet. He's clearing close this
Yeah.
year. He's top three, but he led the NBA rebound and then he changed his game up to win. So that's the other thing. You know, I think
I
LeBron
mean, the
let
truth
go.
of the matter is, Will is the GOAT, and nobody wants to give him credit for it, but he is. He's the best
Bro,
basketball player ever built
the
to
only reason I
move this
have
fucking
Jordan ahead
thing.
of him, and I say this again, Wilt is the only person to make a legitimate argument, to my opinion, as to why. And I know you got Kareem as your GOAT.
Yeah,
I know you got Kareem as your GOAT, but I think Wilt gave the most legitimate argument. And again, Kareem could have kind of said the same thing, right? Yeah, they didn't exactly push me either. You know what I'm saying? But Wilt said, bro, that I was in high school when they were changing the rules because they thought I would make a mockery of the league dominating. And see that back then, yeah, they didn't push that. They thought, okay, if Wilt comes in, he's that much better than everybody else. This will make a mockery of our league. Like now,
well, I mean, you did the same thing to Kareem. You can't dunk and all this kind of shit.
Yeah,
So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, Kareem came in the league and won a championship his second year. You know what I'm saying? Granted, he had Oscar Robertson, but he still did it. Now, Wilt, to me, when I say Wilt is the GOAT, it's because Wilt was physically more gifted than any player to ever play the fucking game.
Exactly.
And I mean, I'm talking about the shit he did outside of basketball, the volleyball, and all that kind of shit. It's like, dude, he was crazy. They was calling Wilt at 46 years old, trying to get him to come back to the NBA.
Right, facts.
In serious, like, we need you. So it's like he is the most dominant athlete ever to play the game. Yeah, we saw Shaq and it looked all dominant, but if Shaq would have had to play against Wilt would have been the motherfucker that was strong enough to deal with his ass. This motherfucker was bench pressing like 500-600 pounds. And people don't understand that. It's like no steroids. This motherfucker just super strong, 7'1", agile like a fucking deer, could do anything on the court, defensively, offensively, rebound, block your shit, dunk on you, have mid-range game, throw dimes, all of it. Michael Jordan couldn't do none of that shit. He couldn't do none of that shit. And just like I watch Mike like everybody else. I had WGN. I watched every fucking game he played. Real talk. But when you say who was there to really go against Mike when Mike was in his prime, we lost Magic to HIV. So Mike never got that player in his prime.
I put it this way: he had great teams, and again, I wish we would have had more Lakers versus again also Larry.
I wanted 3 years of that. We was gonna get 3 years of that. We was gonna get the first one and 2 more years of that. If Magic wouldn't have got HIV, yeah, we was getting 2 more years of that. We're worthy enough.
Phoenix, once they got Barkley, that you might maybe Phoenix go. Again, Phoenix was a great team and all that, but I get it. I get what you mean, right? And again, Drexel was good. Portland might have, again, you don't know, but I think the Lakers would have retooled, got somebody else, got somebody to add to that system. I mean, remember they did draft Nick Van Exel.
Lakers and blew this fucking game.
The Bulls came back?
Hell yeah. It's 116-115 with 6 seconds left. Bulls just hit a fucking 3.
Were they trying to set up for another LeBron game winner? Jesus Christ. See, that's the other thing, man. you hit a tip dunk or nobody, you hit a tip putback when nobody box it out. And they go, that's his 8th
Oh
career.
my God. But they gave up a 3 and then got a steal and then gave up another 3. He stole it and LeBron threw away the inbound pass. Motherfucker get another 3. And they just got 6 points in like 3 seconds.
Oh, so LeBron hit the turtle. So I'm trying to get on.
LeBron fucked it off. They just had 3. They just got 6 points in 3 seconds. Literally.
Life comes at you fast, bro.
They was up 4 and they gave up a 3 and then couldn't inbound and then didn't inbound the ball.
See, this is where I give you smoke. This is why I give you personal smoke because I want you to like. I know your style. But I tell you, man, I don't like. People talk about I disappear, bro. I'm here. I'm in these streets. I'm everywhere. I just can't be everywhere at once. I might go on Cino. Cino might go on. Carcino might go live on the Knicks, and I gotta go. Because he don't go live unless he's hating on the Knicks. The Knicks don't want 45 games. You ain't go live after one Knicks win.
Lakers win. Lakers win. Lakers win. Lakers got the ball in the score. Oh, wait a minute. Did that shot count? Oh, my God. Chicago win. Motherfucker made a half quarter. Made one from the half court. Well, that was the craziest sequence ever. That was the
Yo,
craziest sequence ever. Reeves scored to be like in the lead, 2 seconds left. Giddy hits with one from the fucking half court.
wow. Life comes at you fast. See, this is my point. Life comes at you fast.
Giddy threw up a half court shot
He was
and
the
fucking won the
hero
shit.
last night, and he's the GOAT. See, this is my thing, man. You gotta be even kid. Okay, here's the one thing that I take from LeBron. Here's the one thing I take from LeBron, and this is to any Bron sexuals that might have come across this or watching. You know, I see we got a couple guys. I want to see if there's any comments. Talk about the Lakers. LeBron will actually say his name. Okay, Derpy Entertainment. Here's the problem about LeBron. LeBron is not a perfectionist like Mike. See, I think that's the thing, right? And I know you know, Kareem, Will, again, this is my top 5. They're in my top 5 for sure. Actually, that's my top 4 between my and the great William Felton Russell is my number 3.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why Jordan is the GOAT is because Jordan, in addition to being like we talking about these guys are the greatest talents. LeBron is one of the greatest talents as well. Kobe's one of the greatest talents as well. But Jordan was a fucking perfectionist. See, one thing that Jordan had over all of those guys was the killer competitive edge. And I think the problem with LeBron had, and he let go on his interview is that you see, like tonight, he's going to kind of shake this off. Like last night, he had to tip in, right? He had a bad game, then he had to tip in to beat the Pacers. Then tonight he makes the bad inbounds pass, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shit like that would have made Jordan fucking mad. LeBron gonna shake it off. See, that's the difference. LeBron wants to. I did this. I did enough to win. Therefore, I'm satisfied with myself. Nah, Jordan was a fucking perfectionist. Jordan was mad about winning, and while all of these guys are the most great, talented, nobody can stop them players that ever played. Jordan just had that competitive will, that competitive edge, that I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker. Edge that LeBron is just happy to have his numbers, not realizing, all right, I got a triple double tonight. I got 27, 10, and 13. But
real quick, can I say something real
quick?
I was listening.
Go ahead.
We gotta stop saying Jordan didn't play nobody. Please stop that.
Yeah, I don't think he said that. I think I know what he was talking about. Like if they
I'm saying I didn't say he couldn't play nobody. I'm saying, but Jordan didn't beat the best teams he faced.
Okay,
he didn't do that at all.
Well,
he didn't beat Bird.
The best team he faced was the Celtics, right?
Yeah.
The best team he faced was the Celtics. That was in year 2. I mean, expecting him to do that with Orlando
Detroit Pistons, the Lakers. I mean, he didn't beat the Lakers till they was on. So I'm saying it's like Jordan didn't beat the
right there. That's not fair. To say he didn't beat the Lakers until they was old. Magic was 32 years old.
He beat them when they was injured. Just put it that way. They was
See
injured.
what I'm saying?
He won a series against them when they was injured.
Okay. But then why don't nobody say he beat the Golden State Warriors when they was? Because everybody knows Steph Curry was walking around on a sprained ankle, right? No one ever said that.
About LeBron?
Yeah, LeBron when they played in 2016. And mind you, they got better.
At the same time, Steph Curry didn't beat LeBron when he was injured. So
you beat, first of all, you beat who's in front of you. You beat who's in front of you, right? The Lake, okay, Worthy got injured and wasn't. That shit happens. Again, no one when Scotty had the migraine, ain't nobody gave them, nobody made the excuses. Oh, Scotty had the migraine.
Who's the classic top 10 team that Chicago beat?
I say Phoenix. Phoenix, bro.
Is a top 10 team?
Good teams.
Okay,
a top 10 all-time team. Phoenix, come on, they beat everyone in championship.
Okay.
Jordan didn't even put his way. Jordan didn't even play against the Rockets. He didn't even play against the King. Now that's the series. That's the team that if he beat the King,
right. That's not his fault.
If he played a King, that's the one. But that's the series that we want that he needed.
Okay, but then see, here's the problem, right? To beat, first of all, if you're a top 10 team, you probably won the championship. So
Exactly.
how many top 10 teams have been beaten? Man, now, if you want to say the
Shit.
top 10
Boston,
teams
the
that didn't win a
Lakers,
chip,
Detroit. Boston, the Lakers, and Bad Boys Pistons all won and lost because they were all playing each other.
LeBron beat Kobe. He couldn't get there.
He never got there. I didn't say
he
LeBron.
brought it up. He brought it up.
LeBron's biggest win is against Golden State, and that's
another cap. When he shitted on his Cleveland roster, I took a come on, man. Antoine Jameson is sitting there in his house somewhere again, and Antoine Jameson was a rental player that year. But Antoine, like, bro, I dropped 31 and 10 on you against you in 2007 when you went to the finals. Like, how are you acting like? And matter of fact, he dropped 31 and 10 on him against 2008 against LeBron. How you gonna act like I'm dog meat? Again, that's when I hit FYF with that, Lamont with that. How is a guy like that went 31 and 10 against LeBron dog meat? Like, again, what you really want to say is I didn't have a all-timer like Scottie Pippen on my team. Therefore, like Big Z was on your team and Tavares was on your team. I know they but you had guys that played defense. You did not have a consistent. Again, okay, Scottie Pippen, right? How many times did Scottie Pippen go for 25 in the playoffs in his career? He went 30.
That ain't what Scottie Pippen was about, though.
But that's what
Scottie
I'm saying.
Pippen wasn't about scoring 25. He's about playing defense, moving the ball around. Scottie Pippen did everything on the court but score all the points because Jordan was doing it.
But then LeBron had a team built on defense. LeBron had a team that was favored going into the playoffs and the regular season. The team won 66 games. So you know what? Again, this is my point, right? And this is the point I was making. I got my numbers. Maybe they needed a little bit more. Maybe they needed you to actually make somebody better. Maybe
when the ones LeBron fucked up was Orlando. When he lost to Dwight Howard, he wasn't supposed to lose that series. That's the one he really wasn't supposed to lose.
He got numbers, but when it came down to making them plays down the stretch, he didn't.
But losing to the big three Celtics, come on, who else? They was beating everybody. But losing to fucking Orlando wasn't supposed to happen. That wasn't supposed to happen.
But see, that's my point, right? And losing to and he said he made a point of saying the big four Celtics, right? Well, then guess what? If Rondo was the big four, and I know they didn't have Kevin Garnett, well, Orlando, him with Hito Turkoglu and Rashard Lewis beat the big three Celtics. No Kevin Garnett, and I get Kevin Garnett was the main straw that started the dream. He was the MVP, but they still had a big three.
But still, you missing KG. Come on. You got Dwight Howard and you missing KG. You need KG for Dwight Howard.
See, this is the way I look at basketball. Boston really fucked up when they didn't bring back Posey because Posey in 2008 was the LeBron stopper. He was the main guy on LeBron. The reason why LeBron went 2 for 18 with 12 turnovers in that one game. See, this is on your ledger, LeBron. A 2 for 18 game. See, if you're gonna go on Pat McAfee and you're really gonna like air it out, you gotta say, bro, you know what? I went 2 for 18 that went. That's unacceptable. And I had to perfect. See, Jordan going 4 for 24. That shit would have ate this motherfucker up the road, and he wouldn't have went 4 for 24 against that same team again. LeBron did. Because LeBron shot again. I can't wait till you get XTO back up here. Because like I said, I challenged him. The man shot 23% for the first 4 games of that Boston series. So you can't sit there and double on your team when you're personally playing that bad. You can't. I see your man G Money zipped up out of here. I hope you're watching because this is where you come in. How do you defend going 2 for 18 with 11 turnovers in a game?
LeBron has a lot of games like that. So
that's my point. And that's my point. And then
that's why LeBron ain't in my top 5. LeBron is like 7th or 8th. And to be honest, man, I'm gonna tell you, the player that's in my top 3 that don't nobody talk about is Magic Johnson.
He's in my top 5. He's my best player of all time.
Well, I'm like this. Magic came in the league and won as a fucking rookie.
Yes.
You talking
Yes.
about winning attitude and winning mentality, and you ain't nothing better than that.
See when
You coming as
I
a
rate my
rookie and
goal.
start, man, come on, boy. Magic went to the finals 9 times out of 11 seasons in the NBA. 9 times out of 11
Thank you.
seasons in the
Yeah.
NBA.
Yep.
That's
And that's
fucking
my full
ridiculous.
season,
Who the
right?
fuck
Because
else
second,
did
yeah.
that?
That's
That's
what I'm
some
talking
Bill
about.
Russell shit.
So
That's Bill Russell shit.
telling you when I say when y'all glaze LeBron for getting 8 straight finals, well Magic went to 9 and 11. Why don't we do that?
Yeah,
Why don't we do that? But see,
I do
that's what I'm
that.
saying.
I do it.
And he
I
won
do
5 of them.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But this is what
people don't
I'm
want to hear.
saying.
People don't want them arguments because they say, "Oh, well, Magic didn't average 30 points and da 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 da." Motherfucker, you wasn't watching Magic Johnson, nigga. He controlled the whole game.
Control the whole game. See, and that you
He
know what?
controlled the whole game.
Again, he can control the whole game taking 5 shots. That's when you
Exactly.
really and that's the thing about LeBron. It's either I think he's too stuck in between. Because again, those nights where you say, "Well, I got my numbers, I did enough." No, you could have did more. You could have done a better job of getting so and so involved. Maybe you didn't need you to take less shots. See again, right? Will Chamberlain, he won his 2 championships when the coach told him, you see Russell, you keep losing to this motherfucker. You need to play like him. And Will said, you know what? Oh, yeah, you're right. I could do everything Russell did. Will went back. He scaled his scoring back. He got more rebound. He concentrated on facilitating, setting picks. And then his 2 teams that won were the most dominant. I think he was on 2 of the top 5 teams of all time. The 73 Lakers and the 67 Sixers. Or 72 Lakers, actually.
Yeah.
You know? And he did that by changing his game. This is the point with LeBron. The problem is LeBron done moved the goalpost, and these numbers and these stats accomplishments is what he is good. He is taking adulation for, and this is not it. You again, right? We argue about this all the time, which could stay a little later, but he wasn't even on the stream today because he had to dip before we got started. But this Lake is 7 years with the Lakers. If y'all don't get out the first round, y'all will only have gotten out the first round 2 times in 7 years with the Lakers. That's not great on your resume. And again, what they're gonna do? Well, Jordan didn't even make the playoffs. Again, Jordan came back to a horrible Wizards team that just won a lottery with no other name. He wanted to go there with Elton Brand. I believe if he had Elton Brand, they would have won 50 games instead of Kwame Brown. I'm a fan of Kwame Brown. I'm not trying to diss Kwame Brown, but we all know Kwame Brown was stuck in a tough spot. But Elton Brand was that dude already getting 19 and 10 in the league. So that's what Jordan wanted to do, and then Abe Poland overruled them. And it's like, no, this is better for so Abe Poland kind of messed up the whole situation. And then Jordan getting them. They remember they was on a tear. They won like 14 out of 17 games by the time he tore his meniscus, and that was the end of that. You know?
My thing is this. I'm sick of this Jordan LeBron shit because to me it's bullshit. Because if you not they act like everybody else was under them motherfuckers, and that ain't it. LeBron ain't Kobe, LeBron ain't Bird, LeBron ain't Magic. He's none of them. He is not
It's not a discussion. And I know Cats will come on it because LeBron is who they saw. I just want y'all to this is just my take. The reason why LeBron ain't Jordan, because not like LeBron is not that as a talent, as a basketball player. It's the fact that he accepts losing what Jordan did. He'll accept losing saying, I think I did enough. Jordan would never have known. Jordan would have, if Jordan did get beat and he had 35, well, the next night out, he knows he got to get 45. And LeBron.
Let me say this. Jordan lost for what, 7-8 years when he came in the league?
Well, he lost for 6.
So when he won his first championship, after year 7 or year 8?
85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90.
So he was in his 8th season when he won his first championship, right?
7th season. 7.
7 seasons.
He
Okay.
came in 84 to 91. He won, right?
Okay, but Magic won as a rookie.
I
Bird
get
was
it.
MVP. Bird was MVP as a rookie. He won a championship his second year. These motherfuckers, that's not accepting losing.
I don't
Is
think
them
Bird was
two
an MVP,
motherfuckers.
but I know. Bird was good. I
Kareem
think
winning
he
his
was
second
All-NBA.
year. That's not
I mean,
accepting
did Jordan
losing.
have a Kareem on his team?
He didn't have a Kareem. But
Okay,
hey, what you
exactly.
want me to do? I can't build a team for him, but I'm just telling the facts
I
is the
mean,
facts.
if your
It
second
takes
best
7
player,
years.
if you're Magic Johnson, you have a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on your team, a multiple MVP.
Shit, Bird didn't have nobody on this team when he got MVP as a rookie. He didn't have McCarron and all them yet.
I'm not denying that, but
Yeah.
you know, Jordan's second best player was Orlando Woolridge, which
Yeah.
you know,
Magic came with the best lineup ever.
yeah,
I mean,
Especially for his skill set.
think about Magic too. Not only didn't he have what's my man that Wood Harris played him in that series, the HBO series. Spencer Haywood, right?
yeah.
You got Spencer Haywood coming off your bench. Now again, Magic is my man, 100 grand. Well, yeah, he had a stacked squad. He had a Coop. He had
I mean, he had one of the best
yeah,
defenders.
He had Norm Nixon.
Squad, man. Come on. And Magic, come on. That team that Magic came, come on. How many Hall of Famers ended the players in the Hall of Famers? Come on. It was ridiculous. Magic came into the league with ridiculous talent.
See,
Norm
Magic came
Nixon
in the
was-
league.
come
Magic
on.
came in the league, and one thing I say again, what Magic came in the league, and I think you put Magic on any team. You could put Magic on the worst team today in his prime, and they will win 50 games just because what Magic brings. And that's part of why I think Magic was my GOAT. See, I couldn't once Jordan won the fifth, and he did it in such dominant. The sixth, and he did it in such dominant fashion. Like I couldn't deny it. I couldn't deny him being a GOAT. But see, again, that's the thing. Jordan will have the dominant performance. Magic's contagion, like the contagiousness of what
Underrated,
he brings. Yeah, it makes any team like it's almost even Duncan. Okay, so Duncan to a lesser degree because Duncan can't. I think Duncan came to the perfect position. But yeah, I think if Duncan would have got drafted to the Charlotte Hornets instead of the Spurs, I think
He wouldn't be the same
won the championships, but Duncan would have had them a 55 win team every year just because of what Duncan brings.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
funny.
if he would have did that, but yeah.
Real quick before I have to drop off, but real quick, those are my top 5 players: Jordan, Kareem, Magic, Duncan, and I got LeBron in there, but you know,
I got to put Bird in there.
You don't give Russell and Will any.
Yeah,
I mean, they're
gotta
in my
put
top 10, but
Bird.
I just think those guys, and I mean, Russell was the ultimate winner, but you know, it was just a different era, and it's just hard to. It's really hard to put him so high. But I mean, Magic ultimate winner, Duncan, Kareem, Jordan, and to a lesser extent, I give LeBron his props because what he's done is great. But you know, it's hard to, and I should put Bill Russell because he was the ultimate winner. I mean, that '69 championship.
He coached the team. He was the only player coaching it. Come on.
I coached in Marine intramurals. I'm telling you, bro. It's one of the hardest things you could do. It really
coaching and playing at the same time. Come on.
Yeah, I mean that was one of the greatest championship wins of all time. That '69
that
team.
Is the greatest championship win of all time. There is nothing that compares to that.
I'll give you 95 Rockets there.
To not only coach, and again, I know he was more of a bit player, like he still did the backline things, but to coach at the highest level and win the chip
and win championship.
Bro,
I mean that's impressive, and we don't talk about that enough. And I have to admit myself, we don't talk about how Bill Russell.
People don't talk about it because nobody saw it.
I give you credit for keeping them top 10. See,
even I was too young to see that. I mean, shit.
Yeah, no, we are. And again, I'm a low key basketball historian. Like I've always looked into these things, right? So when I do my GOAT list, I go by assuming that every era is the best basketball on the planet was played in the NBA, right? So by the same token, when we say the 9 teams, right? Bill Russell has advantages, right? Built in. The fact that the Celtics, there was no free agency to break his team up, right? So
Nope.
Russell, Auerbach was the architect that just he got all the best players, so he got the best fit to coach the team that he wanted to coach, right? They weren't the tallest, they weren't the fastest. Like he had a whole bunch of unathletic white boys, but they were the most cohesive unit. And the backbone of that unit was Russell. Russell had to deal with racism. They also had to, the court was just as long, right? The court had the same dimensions. Like in the 60s, they could smoke in the arena. So imagine playing basketball with cigarette smoke.
That is crazy.
And so there's advantages. And then like I said, to me, the main advantage was having no free agency to break up your team. So you're going to bring back the same, until somebody retires. They had the squad that was on top. But because remember, they didn't win before Russell. And it took them 4 or 5 years to win. And mind you, okay, yes, Sam Jones retired, but JoJo White and Collins came right back up, and no two and no slap. You still had Rondo. You still had, I think, Sanders, a couple of guys. So you had a lot of the team left, and obviously Auerbach was in the front office, not coaching. Yeah. But it wasn't like they was just able to just keep that dynasty going after he left. So Russell brought so many intentions. I almost like to say, if y'all like to watch baseball, it's like Derek Jeter and A-Rod. Now, you look at Derek Jeter and you wonder, all right, he ain't hitting many home runs as A-Rod, but he's such an intangible player. That's why he won the 5 rings.
He the captain. But, I mean, you got to look at something. Russell was winning MVPs.
Yeah.
That's
right. He wasn't the highest scorer, but he's the MVP of the league.
He was the best. He would have won 70. He would have probably, if it was a
defensive player of the year, Draymond Green. If they looked at everything Draymond Green did, it was giving him the MVP awards. That's what Bill Russell is.
Yeah, he would have won about 10 defensive players of the year if it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like he was doing everything. I mean, the only person getting more rebounds was Wilt.
Yeah, and they say and they calculated he probably averaged like 8 blocks a game. That's
y'all gotta understand. I'm from Oakland. Bill Russell went to McClymonds High School in Oakland. Then he went to San Francisco State or the University of San Francisco. So I've been hearing all the stuff about Bill Russell.
See, that's the thing. Think about this. I'm going to cut you off, but he won 2 NCAAs at San Francisco. It ain't like San Francisco back then or even now was this juggernaut school.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So when in the 50s, when they didn't even want to, like, mind you, they thought black basketball players were inferior back in the 50s, right? And this is when the NCAA was bigger than the NBA.
Yeah.
So, the NBA didn't become the league until Wilt and them got in the league. And, that's why they had to do the territorial draft, because the players in the NCAA were bigger stars in the league. The league had to get the, the league had to get the big stars from college to promote the league. Like, all right, now the college players can play in pro, and you had to build the league. So we could get into that GOAT debate, man, at any time, bro. Because
I've seen film of Bill in fucking high school jumping over people.
Yes,
like people like he wasn't no athlete. When I say jumping over people, I mean actually jumping over a motherfucker.
Athlete, yeah.
That shit, that Vince Carter shit ain't shit compared to shit I've seen Bill Russell.
He had people like, if you knew, like, he had cats missing layups, like Hall of Famers missing layups, because they heard his footsteps. They knew you had to rush that shot up there, or he was gonna come pin it to the backboard.
Exactly, and he wasn't 7'1", 7'2" like Wilt. You know what I'm saying? He was like 6'8", 6'9".
Listen, I'm gonna tell again, when we talk about Melo, if you want to teach, if you got a big man and he ain't the most skilled, like the first thing you want to teach, if you got a guy, if your son was gonna be, if my son, and he probably ain't, but if my son was 6'8", 6'9", the first thing I'm teaching him is what Russell did. Number one, get the rebounding position, the backline defense, the timing, all of that. That's the basic of a center. That's what centers were supposed to be, and then they became more. Again, when you do that, then you could add the post up game. You could add what's up, man. You could add the post up game and everything else. Then you can become the all world star. But Russell did the most important job a center could do, and that makes sure you are the back line. The last, no one's getting a layup in here unless they, put some good English on it, because I'm patrolling back here. And that's why they want so much.
And then you think about the fact that you got Wilt Chamberlain, everything he's doing, and the number one guy to defend him is Bill Russell, and he's 6'8", 6'9" on a good day. That's who the his number one antagonist for Wilt Chamberlain is a motherfucker that's 6'9".
Yeah,
so how do you leave him off any list? How do you leave him off any list? That's what I'm saying. So how do you leave him off a GOAT conversation? And he got 11 rings.
He got him in the top 10, and I get it. Like I said,
but I'm just saying, is he really? Should he really be top 5 though? When we talk about what we talking, 11 rings. 11 rings. What he got? 6 MVPs or 5 MVPs and 11 rings. I don't know if it's 5 or 6.
I got him 6.
Yeah, I mean,
I got Bird 6. I got Bird 6. Where you have Bird, CW?
I got Bird in my top 5.
I think I have 8. I got Russell and Wilt 6 and 7, and then Bird.
Man, what's up, bro?
I just want to jump in quick, fellas. Great show. Hey, I just want to holler real quick and just I'm gonna whisper this out, and I'm gonna chill on out. Lakers, get your team back.
Like I said, bro. Yo, life color.
You're not going to win with them. Please, get your team back.
You saying that, and then when they win,
I'm gonna say this one time. I'm
gonna say this too, Rob. If they get knocked out in the first round, and what's going on?
They can easily get knocked out in the first round. They can easily go to the championship. That's how close the West is.
I'm gonna say this one time. I'm listening to everybody's rankings. Listen to everybody's who they got ranked. Get your team back, please. That's all.
It ain't happening, so you might as well just wait another 2 years, maybe 3, because LeBron ain't going nowhere, and you know it, and I know it, and it is what it is.
Well,
it's Luka and LeBron right now, Reeves.
Get your team back. I'm listening, fellas.
You need to call Jeannie and say, stop trying to just get paid. That's what you need to do. Call Jeannie and tell her to stop trying to just get paid.
Dr.
to win games instead of just getting paid.
Laker Nation needs to say, get the team back.
That ain't never gonna happen, because you know what? That arena's gonna stay full, and that's the whole problem.
I'm not gonna deviate. I'm gonna listen to everybody's show. Great show, gentlemen. And I will be available for the whole episode next week. But keep doing the great work, everybody.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Always welcome, man. Look, it's been a crazy 24 hours, bro. Let's keep 36 hours, right? So the McAfee interview dropped, then LeBron hits the game winner, the game-winning putback. And then right the next life comes at you fast. They go over to Chicago. Woo! A 47-footer. Now, that 47-foot game winner hit a lot different than a 2-foot game winner.
But it ain't the 47. It ain't the 47-footer. It's the fucking give up a 3, turn the ball over, give up another 3.
Again.
That's
part of that.
That was the problem right there. That's what opened the door for all of this shit.
They lost.
The Lakers lost.
Lakers lost.
They hit a 47-footer. Reeves hit the shot with 2 seconds left, and then Giddy threw up a 47-footer.
They were up 15 fourth quarter, I thought.
Yep.
Shit, they were down 13, and then they came back from down 13, then went up 15, and lost that lead. Then at the end of the game,
crazy.
They was up 4.
I ain't even paying attention. That's crazy.
Yeah, they was up 4. They gave up a 3. LeBron turned the ball over on the inbounds, hit another 3. They gave up 6 points in 3 seconds. Then they was down 1. Then Reeves get the ball with 6 seconds left. He go to the hole and score the layup. Now it's 2 seconds left. They throw the ball in to Giddey. Giddey runs the half court and throws up a 47-footer, and it's good.
I can't
Lakers
wait to see
lose by
the
1,
highlights.
lost by 2.
Yo, hey, sports and fitness gonna go crazy.
Yeah,
That was the craziest end of a game. That's probably the best end of a game though we're gonna see the whole season.
CCW,
If you
see
didn't see
why I
that,
don't
y'all
get
gotta
too high,
watch
too
that.
low. CW, you see why I don't get too high, too low. See, I get fan numbers going. You know, LeBron was the everything in the world after
Exactly.
a 13-point game where he hit the game winner. But then the very next night, he becomes the GOAT. He becomes when I say the GOAT, see, back in the day, GOAT means you the one that threw the game away, right? Now GOAT means greatest of all time because of LL Cool J. But they used to say the hero and the GOAT. The GOAT would be an actual GOAT, like actual, right? And you messed up. So again, you the hero and you the clown the next day. You know, let's
And
not.
really, Giddey hit the game winner over LeBron, but I mean, you can't foul him. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron just did the stick a hand up flyby thing because it's 47 feet away. But Giddey hit the shot over LeBron. That's the end of the game.
That is crazy.
Wow.
I thought that game was over. I thought it was over.
Everybody thought it was over. It should have been over 3. I mean, shit, the game should have been over 3 different times for both teams. But there you go. It is what it is.
They blew it.
Yeah, they blew the game. Now they still in the same spot. They still probably 4th.
Year 22. You can't expect me to make a good inbound pass year 22.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
LeBron, he a born winner. You know, he said it yesterday. He a born winner. So,
right.
And that's my point, bro. Like that's what LeBron is satisfied with himself, and that's why he's not the GOAT. That's the thing you got to get. This is what, and again, that's what he let go. That MJ don't mess with him. MJ don't mess with him because he's like, listen, you a nice guy and all that, and but you're not built like us. Me and Kobe, we built from a different, like.
Every loss don't piss you off.
You like the Green Lantern, like you nice. You're a superhero and all that, but we are Kryptonians. You know what I'm saying? We are built for steel.
Yeah, Jordan would destroy. Next time he saw Giddey, it would be on site.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Especially considering what they just did to you last week.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And again, look, okay, Jordan did get his behind whipped a couple of times, but again, he was gonna get you in the end. LeBron is just like, again, shout out to Common Sense because he was selling the passive aggressive stuff that LeBron do. How he gave up. See, again, that's one of them things. When J.R. Smith made the mistake, the game went to overtime. Y'all still could have won that game, but you mentally gave up, and that's the difference. You mentally. I put the 50 in. Well, again, they needed another 5 minutes.
Yeah, LeBron will cry and whine and pout and all that other shit. He'll do all of that.
Yeah. And that's just the fundamental difference. So again, I know guys will say, you raced in a race.
That's today's NBA though. It ain't just LeBron. It's all these motherfuckers in today's NBA is like that.
Of course. Look, and then we get that you got.
They all like that. I'm just being honest. They all like that. Stephanie is like that. Fucking KD is horrible. Well, come on, KD is horrible right now.
Giannis
he don't even want to win. Giannis is like that. He always heard, or you heard that shit. Oh, we tried to. It was whatever he said. That goofy ass Giannis comment. We act like it was okay to lose shit. It was like, they all like that. It's just like, we lost. I'm making $100 million. I don't really give a fuck. No way.
This is the point. Remember your first time on here. Your first time you came on here. That's when the Stephen A. Because you and Maine was going back at it. You and JB was going back at it. And the first show, that's when the Stephen A. stuff happened, right? We was live reacting to the Knicks, and the whole when y'all were going at it, the Stephen A. stuff happened. My point that whole night was, y'all don't know what media hate is. The media got mad tame, bro. The media used to go in your laundry. So there wasn't no difference between the gossip media and the sports media. They were all sitting in the same row. Now it's kind of different. You know what I'm saying? So when, like I said, Ant-Man got the situation where his baby daughter, where he signed away parental rights. Like I don't want nothing to
They
do.
don't even talk
Nobody.
about that shit.
That's
They
what I'm
don't
saying.
even talk about that shit.
Nobody's talking about it except for Shade Room and shit like that. And no people that watch that stuff, they don't know who no Anthony Edwards is.
Oh shit! This
What is
motherfucking G who just won the game was fucking with a fucking underage broad. They wipe that shit clean.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Kobe got y'all don't know. The media used to really dig it. Really used to really get at you. So y'all whining about the media
Kobe for that Denver stuff, that Colorado. Yeah, they went at him.
Let Iverson go full
your ass in court.
You understand what? First of all, Stephen A. Smith got his bones covering AI in Philly. So he's sitting next to the guys, the white scribes and all them. They used to go in on Iverson. Oh, Iverson go have a bad night. Oh, what was he doing? How long was he at the club last night? Now y'all cats they don't get in y'all business like that.
But you know what happened though? You know what happened? The league start controlling the media because it wasn't making the league no money.
Thank you, because they can now. Because now everything is on the internet. Now they tell that they like we don't really need to let you in here, so don't get too cute because we don't really need to let you have access to the players.
You don't get to do nothing. That's why you're talking about Jordan and LeBron every day on every sports show every morning.
The only reason players go to the post game presses, right? Because now the post game interview stuff like it's all sponsored. So there's a sponsor that you know what I'm saying. So it ain't before you needed the press, you needed the newspapers to cover the league to get.
Because you're trying to
get the league its publicity it needs. Now the league has the publicity, and now they get sponsored just to do. So now, the players got, but even then, the players come in, but they can't ask you no personal questions. They can't ask you about what you ate or what time you got to the game, stuff like that. Now, as long as the players go to the press conference, they can do whatever. You understand what I'm saying?
Look what they did to Jordan with the gambling and shit. You know what I'm saying? They went up to Mike.
I was lying. This is where he was disingenuous. Because if you really understood, I want you to understand. If Jordan was your idol, do you understand that they accused that man of getting his father killed? You want to talk about this? You want to talk about Stephen A. talking about you a bad father because of Bronny? Imagine you talking about a man who they said your gambling habits got your father killed. When in reality it was two random dudes. I know you from this is your neck of the woods, CW.
Yeah, I'm in North Carolina. I played at Georgia High School, so I know that area.
Yeah. You know, this happened outside of Lumberton, and I'm from that area too. I was in Elizabethtown.
Area. Terrible area.
Yeah. So this guy, he stopped at a rest stop to get a nap, and they just happened to carjack him. I mean, just a horrible. Again, think about it, a horrible situation, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like,
why did they kill him? That's my whole thing.
Yeah, that's my thing. Because
I want to know, why did you fucking kill him? I mean, old ass man. What the hell you had to shoot him for?
So Lamont, you older. I know you're a few years younger than me, but Lamont from FYF, I'm calling you out. When you talk about the stuff and you talk about that media coverage part of it, understand. If you was around, you probably was around in the 90s to understand that the media really got dirty. The media really was dirty back then. These guys ain't facing no damn hate. And the Stephen,
one thing I want to say though is those players. Like, imagine if Jordan was in the casino and everybody had their camera phone out and the internet, all of that shit. Then he didn't have to deal with that. He had to deal with a story, but he didn't have to deal with the immediate eye on your life all the time. Jordan is hella pictures of Jordan in the club. Eyes red as fuck. He been smoking hella weed and fucking drinking his ass off, but you don't see nothing. You don't see none of it. In today's world, you gonna see all that shit. Even though they can smoke weed and shit now, but you just saying today's world, that's all on camera. Everybody filming you 24/7 all day long. So that's the part where they don't have to deal with that.
And I get that part. And again, you know what? By the same token, Jordan was going to go in certain rooms when he went to Atlantic City, and I guess it was Bally's in the Trump Plaza back then, right? He was gonna go in certain rooms that everybody couldn't get in, right? He was gonna go in a $100,000 up and dollars and up room. So it ain't like everybody. But by the same token, that's what James. Look, we all know James Harden love his strip club, right? So he gonna go in VIP and all this and all that and that. They gonna have
it's cool. They think it's cool for him to do that. They film him in the strip club, but for some that's cool. That's like go make it rain and all that bullshit.
Exactly.
That's just stupid as fuck. But yeah, they money, it ain't mine. But now you know what I'm saying. But that shit is cool. That is a cool thing to do. Some things is cool, some things ain't. Gambling is a taboo because once you start gambling, people think you betting on the fucking games.
And you got a guy, as we know with Jordan, whatever he did, he had to win, right? And so we all know, right? Lucky Luciano came up with this. The mobster is actually no, he got it from Meyer Lansky. Meyer Lansky deduced that you have a 17% chance of beating the house, and the longer you stay in the casino, the more that odds go down. Right, so you stay 2 hours in the casino, you got a 17%. The house wins 83% of the time. You know, so
whatever you win, you're gonna lose that shit back.
Exactly. So again, that's just what it is. So Jordan was a compulsive competitor, and then you get into you got more money than God, and you're gambling and all that. But look, Jordan was a walking. So the idea that he got his father James killed, but again, LeBron, I know you know history. I know you talk to cats. That's what happened to Jordan. That's what the media would throw out there. And again, it wasn't no mainstream media, but it was enough people that actually thought that. So the idea that you and this again, that's what I'm saying. This ain't even no real beef because LeBron is smart enough to know what he actually said. Now, if you want to believe, because he said as a father, Stephen A is right on this. I didn't say nothing about you in Brentwood in your house or nothing like that. I didn't say nothing that goes on in your house. I said what we see on the court. Now, again, like I said, if you're going to have that smoke for Stephen A, then have that smoke for Chael Sonnen. See, again, of course, Pat McAfee ain't going to mention it, right? But you know what? We have a colleague down here, Chael Sonnen. Nah. LeBron would have walked out.
And what I want to do, I'm gonna send it to you because I haven't seen it a lot out there, but I have a video of LeBron with two blondes. This was when he was in that movie. Was it Trainwreck?
Trainwreck, okay.
Yeah, and I'm assuming he was married to Savannah at that time.
He been married to Savannah the whole time.
Yeah. Okay, and I got it. I don't see it out there much, but I found it on Facebook where he was getting in a Suburban with two. And Savannah was nowhere to be found, and they were interviewing him. It seemed like he had been having a little something that night. So I'm gonna send it to you on Facebook because I haven't seen that out there, and everybody's saying, "Oh, he's a good father, he's a good husband, all this other stuff." There's some stuff out there on LeBron that.
And that's what I'm thinking. Now, again, I already said earlier to my boy D-Lo, look, you an NBA player, you gotta assume. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave it at that, right? NBA players.
These niggas ain't getting no extra pussy, but come on, let's be real about that shit. And the whole league doing that. Look at Email Duca. This motherfucker's a coach. You know what I'm saying? That's to me. I mean, come on, man. That's like expected. That's like man.
And that's my thing. And that's my thing. But again, nobody's putting your business out in the street like that. So the idea that y'all feel like y'all getting it again, like I said, Melo was your contemporary. The media was terrible on him. And again, you got sports media, and one like ESPN. I think a couple of sports pages you will see his situation with Lala out there and all. Again, y'all got to realize he has a son. Cayenne is 18 now. Back then, when it was, what was he, 11, 9, 10? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah, again, I think what it is they're smoke screening because they don't like to be criticized on the court. And let's keep it real. Like, then that means y'all are softer. Y'all are too soft.
I mean, the whole league is softer. I mean, come on, but I'm like this. Basketball now is more drama than good basketball.
And that's the problem. And again, we just want to get basketball. I just want to know that y'all compete. That's it. Yeah, let me know that y'all really want to win.
But
And
you
like I
got
said,
every chat group, Facebook group, whatever. People is talking about other shit more than they talking about the basketball games.
that's the point.
I used
That's
to
what I
watch.
say.
I used to watch every game, all the games, all the teams. I don't do that no more because one, half the teams ain't playing and it ain't worth my time to watch.
So you
You
know
know what I'm
what?
saying?
You know what? The guys on LeBron channel to call you an old head hater stuck in nostalgia.
Yeah,
Oh
they gonna say all that, but it's like,
no.
nah, these motherfuckers ain't playing.
I, I
I see
remember. I
competition.
remember when it started getting warm outside. We would not. When it's a big game, it was one of our teams. We would not go outside till that game was over. Now the game watches me. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? The game watches me. Between the bad referee, and again, it was bad refereeing back then, but it's really bad now. I mean, because
I mean, come on, the refs
for
are
people
horrible.
flop back then, but the flopping is horrible now. They don't call carrying. That
I can't
that
take the
call the
carrying, the
rules.
traveling. I
Yeah,
can't take the weak fouls. There's a whole lot of shit about today's game that
yeah,
just sucked to me.
yeah.
The
So
flagrant
again,
fouls for nothing.
you
That
know,
shit.
yeah, when it comes down to it, he talked about Stephen A. for 4 or 5 minutes of that interview, and then he moved on to some others. The same way LeBron, Stephen A. when he went on Gil, only talked about LeBron for the 30 minutes, and that was because all the players kept asking questions, but then they talk basketball for the most of that, and that's the thing,
See,
right? Talk about
the
the
thing
game.
about Stephen A is he talking about this shit every day.
Cool. Well,
Every day he talks
he
about
gonna
it
get
on
miles
first
out of
take.
it.
But he talk about it on first take, then he talk about it again on his podcast. Now this motherfucker saying stupid shit. LeBron wasn't at Kobe funeral. Then he got to come back and retract the statement. Oh,
Yeah,
he was there and da 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 da. But you know how dumb you look when you Stephen A. Smith, you just signed $100 million, and you got to do dumb shit like this, like retract the statement about LeBron because you talking about some shit because you in your feelings. Just
I get
report
it.
basketball, nigga.
I get it,
Just report fucking basketball. You do better talking shit about LeBron making his dumbass pass tonight and losing the game.
oh, you know he's
Or
gonna do that. But see,
talk
but
about
that's the
his
thing.
shitty first
But
half.
see, but this is the thing. So when LeBron does that, he gotta know. See, again, it's funny because Stephen A. just realized LeBron looked at the camera. Again, LeBron looked at the camera when he did it. He was he knew somebody had it recorded, right? So and we all know it's contrived. And again, if it could have been contrived, but
I
she
mean,
wanted to
Stephen
say
A. said that. I don't know if that part is true or not. I got to see.
that's
I
what
got to
he's
look at it
saying.
again to see if he.
That's what he's saying. If you do, he
I
need
didn't
to.
see LeBron looking no fucking camera. The whole time I saw him looking at his eyes, he was looking at Stephen A. Smith. I didn't never see him look up at
Well,
no
no, he
camera.
said when he walked off, he like, oh, did y'all catch that? Okay, good.
I didn't see
And
nothing
he
like
had to,
that.
he
I'm just
didn't
being
say that, but that
honest.
was the look on his face.
But I never saw that. I never saw that. So
You
yeah,
got to
I ain't.
look at it again. Look at it again.
I gotta
You'll
look at it,
see
but I
it. He
didn't see
looks.
that. And then if you saying LeBron did that, that means Stephen A. knew what was going on. This is all some planned bullshit.
That's been my theory as well. We've all had this theory, like they are doing this because again, it's the news cycle. So you
This the
dominate the news cycle.
this the soap
Remember,
opera. The NBA
yeah.
is a fucking NBA is a WWE. It's WWF right now.
I've been
You
saying this for
watching
years, bro.
fake calls. You watching all this crazy shit. I'm telling you. That's why I'm
I've
like
been
Jermaine.
saying
Come
it for
on, get your
years.
team rolling. You already know how I feel about what these NBA will do to manipulate the league to gain money or viewers or whatever they're trying to do. If you think for 1 second the NBA don't want Lakers and Celtics in the finals, you fucking crazy.
I got you. I
That's
believe
the
so.
most
Thank you.
viewers you gonna have. That's the
I,
most
be-
viewers you gonna have.
I completely agree. But see, that's what I'm saying.
Nobody watched last year's finals. You know that? Nobody watched that shit.
Boston versus Boston versus Dallas. No, they watched it. What it was, you
I
know what?
mean, it
Again,
wasn't. It ain't the rate. Okay, so
it
what was
wasn't
the
what it's
ratings for
supposed to be.
Boston? The Boston and Lakers ratings was the highest rated game in many years this year when Boston played
Yeah.
the
Well,
Lakers. It
you
was the
also
highest
bring
rated
into
game damn near ever. You know what I'm
You
saying?
bring
That's what they looking for. The
you
last
bring
year's finals wasn't that. It
you
wasn't
bring
that.
it you you bring in two national fan bases in there. That's what I remember. I was saying,
Exactly.
like the Knicks. There's only like 4 or 5 football type fan bases in the league. The Knicks are one of them. I've said this on Carcino. The
Yeah.
Knicks are one of the football in the NFL. You got about Jacksonville is probably the only one without a regional fan base. Every other
Mm.
team has a fan base where like the Dirty Birds own all of Georgia, right?
Mhm.
I know college is bigger in Florida, but Miami got their fans, Tampa Bay got their little fans, Jacksonville probably got that little area, but so
Every
even
NFL
Jacksonville,
team
right?
got their fans. I'm just being honest. Every NFL team has a large fan base. It ain't.
Yeah, and
It ain't.
the NBA, you
Some of
got in the NBA, you got the casual fans that will turn up when a certain star is there, and that's the
yeah,
difference.
exactly, and that's where the NBA need to make their money. So they gonna make sure certain stars is there. I mean, look at Christmas game, the Christmas Day game. Fucking LeBron and Steph had the highest ratings. You know what I'm
And
saying? In a game
yeah,
that at the time both teams wasn't even good.
because you only drawing in casuals.
But I'm
You
just
only
saying,
drawing in
both
casuals. Yeah,
neither team was even thought of being anywhere near a contender or anything at that point.
no, I know,
So
I know,
it
and
was
it's
just
funny. It's funny
entertainment.
because
It
I
was
went on
just
FYF
every
that night. I went on
yeah.
Lamar's show that night, and I literally watched all 5 games. I watched at least part of all 5 games. I took a nap. And then we was talking about it, right? I said, look, these games I actually, for the first time in years, looked at all 5 Christmas games because I stay out, I stay home. I ain't go nowhere. Open the presents and
I
this, that,
watched
and the
the
third.
NFL that day too. I saw most of the games, but I
Yeah,
watched
who did
NFL.
Denver play? Because they had a good game, but
Denver
nobody
I
watched
played.
don't know who Denver played.
I know
I
we
think I
played
was
in
watching Ravens at that
Boston.
time. I was watching
Boston got
NFL.
beat by the Sixers.
it. Yeah, New York
Denver
Yeah,
played
played.
Spurs. Y'all played the Spurs.
Yeah, that's when Bridges had and Wemby had that time of the game as well. That was a good back and forth.
Yeah,
And the games were actually good too. That's a great.
yeah,
Did Denver
it was
play
good.
Phoenix?
Yeah,
I know Phoenix played.
yeah, it might have been Phoenix, but they had a
yeah,
good game.
probably
I
was
remember that
Phoenix.
was a
Yeah.
good game, but nobody
That was
talked
like the
about it.
last game though, right?
Yeah,
I
When Denver
believe
last,
so.
they was after the Warriors and
yeah, that was a
after
late
the
night
Warriors and
game. Yeah,
Lakers. It was a late night game.
yeah.
I know I didn't watch
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
Well, I mean,
hosted Christmas.
there is a problem. I hope NBC because that's what we're expecting. And NBC, and I know NBC is the one. They're the ones that like made Jordan the TV star that he was, and that was their strategy. But I believe one thing that I say that NBC did way better than Disney, and I hate the fact Disney's had the league for 20 years now, right? They had the league since '04, right? Because yeah,
Mhm.
even during Wizard years, the league was still on NBC. The main was on NBC, and then you still had TNT and all that, right? But ESPN do not promote teams. I remember back in the play, like you will see, okay, they promoted stars, but residually they promote the team around them, like Michael Jordan and the Bulls. Now
Mhm.
you watch these games,
Yep.
and all they're really promoting is who the star is, and you're
Yeah,
not really like understanding that. Oh, this team play like that. So I hope NBC's coverage is like that to where you actually promote
exactly.
Yeah,
these teams like OKC. People should the average fan should understand why OKC is good. SGA is great, but then the pieces around him, like the Isaiah Joes and the Blue
yeah.
Dorts and all this.
NBC,
But
NBC
see,
did an
Yeah,
excellent job.
I want to see Gilbert Arenas announcing a fucking game.
Oh no, no,
I
oh
want some
boy, let's
shit
see,
like that. Give
let's
me
no.
see.
some real fucking
Well,
basketball. I'm tired of this
look.
cute shit.
Anybody that know the game, they could do good in that color NFC, but they got to get trained. Because look, everybody's saying Brady is so bad, right? Just that Brady ain't. This is not what he's done. He'll get better. I remember when Troy Aikman was bad his first couple of years. So Romo was kind of he's a natural talker, so everybody liked Romo. But Romo used to say dumb stuff his first couple of years. They got better. You know what I'm saying?
But
So yeah,
then
Gilbert
the
could probably
NBA do
do it.
shit like get rid of Mark Jackson and fucking what's
Van
the
Gundy
coach?
because they was
Yeah,
criticizing the
Ray
league.
Gundy. But because
They was
they look at
criticizing
that
the league.
bullshit. No, they was telling the truth.
Yeah, that's
It wasn't
I know. Oh, I
criticizing the
know.
league.
Oh,
They
I
was
know.
exposing the bullshit. They like, wait a
Oh, I
minute, how the
know.
fuck this man they calling out fouls and travels and all
yeah,
kind of shit?
yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this? I'm like,
That's what I want to hear. Yeah,
exactly. I want real commentary from real basketball people. Reggie Miller, you know, he there a little bit, but he's keeping calm. He a company man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Mark
Facts.
Jackson, they took it to the next level. They like, nah, we ain't gonna let this bullshit go. We
Yo,
call it bullshit. We
is
call it
Reggie Miller?
bullshit
I
every
hope
game.
nobody hiring Reggie Miller, right? He going to NBA TV, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Because like Reggie Miller's horrible.
Nah, Reggie Miller got a job. He gonna be doing something big.
Well, I just don't want to see. I don't want to see him on games. That's
I
it. Because
think
he
Reggie is gonna be one of the main ones. I think he is gonna be one of the main ones.
Keep him for the finals.
For who?
Keep him off the finals.
For ESPN or NBC?
I can't Google it because if I'm using my phone, I'm gonna fucking fall off. But
Got you. No.
if
Yeah.
somebody got a computer, look it up because Reggie Miller got a job. It was a big job.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear him on no NBA finals. No, I can't do it. I can't do Reggie. I
He
can't do
on
Reggie. I
something.
can't do Doris Burke.
Reggie got
Doris
hired
Burke
for
again.
something.
She a company woman. She used to be
Yeah.
what she knew her sport. Now you could tell they scripted, man. Look, thank God I got Breeny. Breeny, and again, Breeny will say some company lines too. But Breeny is the best, and Breeny is my home announcer. You know, the Knicks is always one thing. The Knicks have is the number one announcer from Marty Glickman to Marv to Breen. We've always had the number one announcer be our home announcer. Because that's one thing we do is calling. I remember I used to listen when Marv was still calling the games on MSG. I would listen to Breen on the radio, and he was just so descriptive. I knew what was going on in the game just listening on the radio. You know what I mean? And I knew when once Marv had his little situation, and then they promoted Breen, and then Marv got a little I guess he wanted more money, and MSG was like, bro, we hired you after you had your little Me Too movement thing going on, right? And you lucky we hired you back. We got Breen waiting, and Breen was just a natural. Breen was actually better than Marv, man.
Yeah, Reggie, he signed to NBC, so he'll be.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying. He had a major deal. Yeah, he the man.
Yeah.
Reggie the man.
I gotta see where they rock. I gotta see where the rest of their roster is. I'll put it that way. You saw they even sat Grant Hill because Grant Hill actually called the game honestly one time. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, NBA is a soap opera, man. Shit, and I don't understand why they can't promote these young cats. But at the same time, these young cats don't want it. It's like it's hard to promote a motherfucker that don't want it. You got Ja Morant, they try to promote him, and he want to go play with guns and do dumb shit like he a drill rapper.
We talked about this. We talked about this weeks ago. This idea that you don't want the face of the league. The face of the league comes with so many endorsement perks, like that. The life changing. Yeah, I don't get it's the stupidest.
Now the whole thing is, it come with money, but when you make out motherfuckers making $60 million a year, and they can get the money without having to deal with all that extra shit, then what you gonna do?
Yeah, I guess.
What you gonna do? If
See,
I gotta have
I guess
$5
you gotta
million,
be hungry for it. And see, look again, the master manipulator, LeBron. He wants it. He's like, no, none of y'all want it. All right, I'll take it. And you're right.
well,
He
I
is
mean, shit,
technically,
he
even though
was
he ain't
forced
the
to
best
take
player.
it. It wasn't even like LeBron wanted. He was forced. It was forced to him. It was.
Oh please,
It's like
LeBron
LeBron.
wanted it,
Come on.
bro.
When they
One thing we
calling you the
learned,
chosen one and the king, and you in high school, that the league made LeBron.
but that's the thing, bro.
made him.
LeBron is such a narcissist. Of course, he wants it. He wants, and that's the thing. Once he got, I guess maybe he got the taste of it. See, one thing LeBron did say is like, I ain't never been in no trouble. It could have been real easy. I know, like, shout out to Jerome Lane. If anybody remember Jerome Lane, he's the other guy from Akron. I guess he said that he was hate because Jerome Lane was a public school. They was hating on him out.
They hated on
St.
the
Mary.
public school. Yeah.
Yeah, but Yeah, I mean, again, you're right, LeBron. You've never been in no real trouble. You could a lot of cats that came before you that got your position, but you were a good dude. The problem is, you got a narcissistic personality where you love the praise so much that you're addicted to the praise, and any legitimate criticism. See, one thing LeBron will say is, "Yeah, I fucked up in." See, he'll say, "I fucked up in 11 against the Mavericks, right? I should have played better." But then he'll make, "Well, we didn't have a good enough role players around
Yep.
us." That's the part that,
I want to
see,
play this
why you
clip.
got to no, yeah. And Eddie House will come on and say, I remember Eddie House was debating Shannon Sharp, and he's like, he had a bad game. No, he had a bad series, and
Yeah.
then want to put it off on
Mhm.
us. Like, Eddie House was hitting his threes. Like, again,
Mhm.
we need the one thing you could have said is we needed another defender. We needed another defensive guard next to you. That's why we got Batty. Okay, that's great. Say that. We needed another big man to go behind Bosh, okay, we got Birdman. You know what I'm saying? That's what you could have said, but you could sit there and say we didn't have the right role, or we didn't have good enough role players. No, you had a good role. You had enough to win that series. Let's keep it real. You were terrible. You were awful. Period. And you know what? All right. I mean, one thing if you say, well, I never would, but you've had a lot of bad series after that, and that's the thing. And then you start using the 30. My age. I was 35, and I'm still doing. You keep moving the goalpost again. This is like LeBron is running a track race. Yeah, because he keeps running to 200 meters. The race was a 100-meter race. Whoever won in the 100 meters, that's who won the race. But LeBron is going to keep running the 200 meters. And because you're still running, you're thinking you win the race. Listen, we know. Again, I think LeBron in his heart of heart know he ain't the GOAT. He just wants to be considered or whatever. I really think the issue, what drives him is the fact that Michael Jordan don't give him the respect that he gave Kobe. And LeBron needs to do some soul searching and realize why. Because
I think LeBron is more concerned about the money than any of this shit. I don't think he give a
well, of
fuck
course, well,
about
listen,
being
the
the
money is
GOAT.
going to be
I
residual.
don't
The
think he
money's going
even
to be
give a
residual.
fuck about being the GOAT. I don't think he care. He just know that the GOAT conversation and all this shit keeps him relevant beyond
Of
any
course,
athlete ever
but
in
that
history and is making him money. This motherfucker is a billionaire while he
so
in the league. Think about what
so
we
so
say. He's a billionaire in the league now, a billionaire.
question, Rob. You think once he retires, he can let it all go? He can like really like relax, or you think he just gonna have to
I think
find his
once he
way back
retire,
into
he
the
gonna be an
limelight
owner.
somehow?
He gonna be an owner. He gonna own
Yeah,
something.
okay. And, and,
LeBron
and,
is
and
not
that'll
gonna
be his
be.
way of
Yeah,
competing. See, that'll be a legit way of competing with Jordan, right? If I can
it
own a
ain't even gonna
team,
be about. I don't think it's gonna be about the Jordan LeBron shit no more. Once he out the league, I hope it's not. This way that way, it might still be, but I hope it's not.
One thing you do not see, and I wish the other King was here to see. LeBron he is a narcissist. He is addicted. Like as an only child, I think that's the other thing that comes with it. Once he got again, you talking about a guy, and once he was 14, and that was a good thing he said, right? Once I realized I was 13 and I was running faster and jumping faster than that, jumping higher than everybody, I knew this was gonna be something. And I
Yeah,
appreciate that's the part where LeBron need to really get back to why you play the game, why you love the game. You fell in love with the game. Because if you get back to
but
that, then maybe you could be. But he since from that he's gotten all the love. You talk about a kid that was eating again. He was eating them syrup sandwiches and oodles and
but
noodles and
see,
stuff with a
something you
single
missing
mom.
out of that statement.
Go
It
ahead.
what he wasn't talking about. This could be something in a basketball way. He was talking about this. He said this could be something that's gonna get us out the hood. That's gonna
Oh,
get
no
us in a
doubt, no
better
doubt.
surroundings.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
gonna make us a lot of money. And LeBron took that money thing to a level that nobody ever taken
But
it
that's
to.
what I'm saying. And it came with it came with number one, the fact as soon as they said this guy, because remember, all these next Jordans flamed out. Even Kobe to a point. flamed out as the next Jordan. Not flamed out, but didn't live it up. So once you got this LeBron kid could be as great as Jordan, that's when all the odds, and that's when everybody remember as a junior, his high school games was on national television, right? And he was in 11th grade. Is that the 5'2" guard? It was on Joyce or whatever. Those guys was on. Those guys were like on TV every night, right? So,
but see, what I'm saying is this.
Go ahead.
Michael Jordan needed Nike to become a billionaire.
Of course.
Okay. LeBron didn't. He became a billionaire on his own shit.
Okay.
He did away from Nike.
But you got to remember the blueprint came. Look, nobody was getting money like that. It's because remember, the whole Nike thing became an accident. It was an accident.
Jordan got him them billion.
Yeah, Nike had to. Yeah, Nike. Yeah, because the sneakers would sell like that. Now Jordan was the main spokesman, like the main salesman. Jordan sold Gatorade. Jordan sold Hanes. Jordan sold a whole bunch of batteries and whatnot, right? So once they realized that, oh yeah, this guy being the face of the league, this guy being the face of the league, the face of sports, can get, can generate the money in sales and stuff like that. That's what the blueprint was meant for LeBron. Again,
yeah, but I'm saying LeBron has his own sports agency. LeBron,
he took it at a different level.
Put it this way, it's not quote unquote on the paper, on the contracts, but we all know LeBron owns fucking Clutch Sports.
Of course,
we all know it. So look at how many contracts LeBron getting money off. LeBron is pimping. And
that's the crazy part, because
this nigga is getting his players, Rich Paul getting dudes paid that's on LeBron team, and LeBron getting the percentage of that contract.
I get it. We can get into what an awful conflict of interest that is later.
That should not be allowed in any way, shape, or form.
But the league is kind of the most. I've always said this. The league is just whatever makes the money. And they'll probably, when LeBron retires, make some amendment or whatever. Again, I said this. I said this on Casino. Silver got to get out of there. Silver, the league will never get its. The league will make money because Silver's a marketing guy, right? Yeah. They'll make money. I think that's what they care about the most. But there's going to be a point where they're like, well, listen, all right, we love the marketing and stuff, but the league itself and these ratings, and now NBC and all of them, like, again, I know they had to overbid to get the contract, but when NBC decides, well, these ratings are not good enough, you got to actually, they're going to, the TV partners are going to dictate, we got to get the league back with integrity, like, because people are not watching because the league is like just fluff. It's marketed.
You don't have the players to. The players
are great. Yeah, well, again, the players are great.
They're not. They really ain't, and that's what I'm trying to say. Especially American players. American players are fucking horrible. Think about who the God American players are supposed to be.
They have a lot of ability. They're not taught.
No.
Again,
but think about this.
Never got
who
that.
Who's supposed to be the God American player? The God American player is supposed to be Zion. Look at this motherfucker. Look at this motherfucker. He's a fucking embarrassment. All the best players in the league are from where? Europe.
They're embarrassment because they don't put in the work the way they should. Zion,
they won't have.
He can do on a basketball court. I've never seen a guy with his second jump can jump from the foul line and then jump right back up. Like Zion, the way he gets off the ground is ridiculous.
Yeah, but he's lazy as fuck. He's lazy as shit.
That's what I'm saying. But he has natural basketball ability.
No motivation, no desire to win, nothing.
But
he's just a freak athlete. That's it, huh?
What system did they come from?
What you mean? What college?
He got to do.
He went to Duke.
I'm saying most of those young American players.
AAU. Okay. AAU.
Oh yeah, AAU for sure.
Terrible.
They've been catered to their whole life.
Plays it now. It's terrible.
See, again, you got Nobody's teaching. There's no teach. There's no real teach. We was talking about making a player stay for a couple of years in college. A lot of these players are not being taught the basic for them. They, as LeBron said, they rely on. And see, that's funny because he said that and he got a point. By the same token, you rely on your athleticism too, bro. There's fundamental parts of the game that you don't realize. This is why you're not Kobe and Jordan, because while you rely on running and jumping, you running and jump at an elite level. They ran and jumped, but they also know how to. They also realize how to get in triple threat and cook you 70 different. See, Jordan. Kobe could go into triple threat stance and cook you one of 75 ways. LeBron goes in triple threat stance and he's either going right or going left. He's going to the basket. He's dipping his shoulder in. He's not understanding these finer points. He's got about 6 moves in his bag. Kobe and Mike had 75. They had
one thing I want to say about LeBron, he never played college, bro. He never even had that opportunity. Like now, imagine if LeBron would have had to play for Krzyzewski or fucking what's the North Carolina company?
Yeah, and he was saying that about Duke guys. Like, yeah, these Duke guys know the damn game. See,
exactly.
you know the game because you have LeBron has good court vision and basketball IQ.
That's
right?
why he struggles in systems. That's why you can't play a system with LeBron because he doesn't understand how to play a system.
LeBron is self-taught. He self-taught himself how to play basketball.
Exactly.
LeBron, be honest with you, LeBron is lightweight a fucking genius. To be that successful in basketball and business and never went to a fucking college a day in your life.
Of course, but he was the walking lottery ticket he knew how to put the right team.
Dude, how did he know how to make all these businesses and create all this income and create these companies and get behind his boys and make sure they went to college and got degrees?
When you have capital.
Rich Paul never went to college. Rich Paul never went to college.
You're right. And then what did Rich Paul do? He learned from Leon Rose how to do the sports agency thing.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you still got, shit. You know what I'm saying? These some smart motherfuckers.
I get it. But you have the capital, you have the image behind you, right? You have the look, Bron is very smart. You got the cap. You talking about a guy who was worth about $100 million before he graduated high school, right? He was worth about he basically, that whole thing with the Hummer and all that, Gloria getting that shit happened all the time. But of course, we all knew the kid wasn't going to college, and so you had that where you had the fail safe. So again, that's why I want players to understand. Once you are going to go to the NBA, you're a first round pick. You are a lottery ticket. You are a walking lottery ticket. Imagine if you had the winning numbers to tonight's Mega Ball million with 454. What would you do? You would put that joint in a safe spot and you would guard it with your life. But these players themselves are walking lottery tickets, right?
Yeah.
And it's like,
and then my thing is this, okay? It's even going to get worse now with NIL. So let's talk about this. You got an NIL player who just made $8 to $10 million on an NIL deal. More money he ever seen in his life, right?
Yeah.
Now he come in the NBA, he immediately get the rookie deal, which is worth I don't know the scale. But you basically set for life.
When you get drafted, it could be $10 million, it could be one something million.
I'm talking about the top. I'm talking about a high pick. I'm talking about a first round.
So $10 million. $10 million, and like the fifth pick will probably be worth about 8 point something, shit like that.
Yeah, but I'm saying you getting this for 5 years, plus you got your NIL money, and then you get to your second contract because teams got to give you a second max deal, even though you ain't did shit. They got to get that to you because you came in the league at 18, and now
unless you Anthony Bennett type bad.
Yeah, you got to be fucking horrible. Yeah, exactly. So you play to that second contract, you get a max deal because they don't want to let you walk. You know what I'm saying? So now you got your max deal at 23. You got all this bread, and you haven't done nothing to earn it. I mean, you earned it, but you ain't won to earn it. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Didn't win games to earn that money, but you got it. So now, where's your motivation now to continue being great?
Well, if you're smart, number one, you want to get to 10 million. You want to get to 10 years. This is what Sebastian Telfair, if you watch Sebastian Telfair when he came on with Cannon Mace, he said, Sebastian Telfair is because remember, you got to understand, Sebastian Telfair in high school was bigger than LeBron.
Yeah.
Sebastian Telfair was class of 04, LeBron was 03, but Sebastian Telfair had more fame than LeBron. And so when he got to the league, again, I say it, you stopped working, you didn't work on your jump shot, you never truly learned how to run an offense, and this is why guys like Skip to my Lou, the other New York cats like Skip to my Lou, and all the older cats, again, you said you did this to Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson had to say, son, you were in a gym with pros. You shine for a minute, and then the next night we bust your ass. We told you what you didn't know, and that was the thing, right? But he was lucky enough to get to that 10th year, because once you get to the 10th year, you get that mid six figures NBA pension. So cats, you can at least live, you can at least live a decent lifestyle. Obviously, you're not making the millions, but you're making the 300 to 400,000, right, every year.
Yeah, but these max dudes, they don't need that pension shit. I mean, if they got any intelligence at all,
okay,
they don't even need it.
Well, let's keep it a stat. Look at Eddie Curry, and again, I know that's the same era as a couple of years before Bron, right? Kwame Brown made good money. He learned to invest a lot of it, right? He was smart enough to invest a lot of it. But some of them make a couple of strong purchases. You talking about, these $2 million watches and a $6 million house, and you buy your motherfuckers. That money can't run out. The point is that money
can't. Idiot motherfuckers. I ain't lying about that. You do.
You from Oakland. You know what happened to Hammer. 30 million can run out. When you're a little too generous.
Hammer ain't broke like people think he is.
No, he ain't broke, but because you learn how to make more. Learn other ways to make money. But that's what I'm saying.
Google. Hammer invested in Google from the jump. Hammer got hella money.
Okay, cool. That's it. It's good that he did that, bro. Good that he did that.
That's what Iggy did. Iggy invested a bunch of money in the fucking tech companies out here. Iggy did too.
But this is the point I'm making, Rob. A lot of these cats, they not thinking like that. And they only do strong purchases on shit that's going to depreciate. They're going to have 10 whips in the crib, right? In the car, right?
Chains and
but
cars.
All of them will go there. Like, who was driving a Bentley? Matter of fact, Amon Shepard is driving a Bentley. With Amon Shepard made how much money? He made like 90 million or something like that. Again, for half of that's going to the government and your agents and all that.
Yeah.
So, but at least they learned to invest in companies. Again, people that don't put any of that money on investment.
Mine was around LeBron. Okay, you get what I'm saying?
Cool. No, I get it. There you go.
Around LeBron got money because if they listen,
there you go. See,
they got bread.
LeBron was the capital, but he learned to have a team of money makers around him, and that's great. Yeah. That's smart. So he was going to always print money, and the production company does a great job. They did that Redeem Team documentary. They had the little the show with Survivor's Remorse, the one that Mike Epps was on, and who played his mother? Pam from Martin.
Because that girl, the sister just died.
The sister, Erica Ash, she was on Real Husbands in Hollywood too. But
she had fucking cancer.
So you making movies, TV shows, and stuff like that. No, listen, that part, the off the court, and that's the crazy part, right? The off the court stuff, he gets a lot of praise for that. This is what I want to say about LeBron fans, and I wish what's the name was still here. Y'all sit there, y'all want all praise, and then the one thing y'all get criticism to smoke on, everybody a hater. Come on, I say this. LeBron is a likable dude. He's a likable dude. It's just, I know I met a lot of likable dudes that do that snake shit behind your back. They smile in your face and they snake you in the back. Look, let's keep it real. We know he got AD traded, but he tried to act like he ain't know what's going on.
Look, AD knew about that trade. Stop acting. Let's stop that shit. Let's not even go there. AD knew about the trade.
Okay, then
LeBron
why
knew
did
about the trade.
LeBron
The
got to
only
go?
person
Why,
who
no,
didn't
then
know
why did
was
LeBron and
fucking
Rich Paul
Luka.
both got to go up and act like they didn't know what's coming? Like, just look,
That's
this
that
is a business.
storyline. I don't know why they all lying. I don't
Because
know,
they
but
don't.
they knew.
That's the.
They all
See,
knew about the
This is my
trade.
thing. This is my thing, Rob. They don't want to look like the bad guy, and sometimes you just gotta embrace it. First of all, that look, this is a business. Now I know he doesn't. Well, players getting traded, that sucks. Blah blah blah. But you know full well that the 80 thing was getting stale. You
AD
want to
wanted
know
to get
what?
out of LA. That's what
No.
nobody's
80 not.
saying.
No. 80 didn't
No,
want to get
he
out of
did.
LA.
Yes, he did. AD wanted to go because Rob would not get him a center. AD been
Okay,
ready to get out
this
for
is what
2 or
we're
3
getting at. Now
years. He been
let
ready
me
to
get
go.
into that. That's where I was going. This is where I was going. 80 wanted to get a center because 80. I told Maine this. 80 is going to take more beating. He's going to take more physical.
Exactly. He didn't want to do none of that. He didn't want none
That's
of
my
that.
okay. But this is the thing. The reason why they wouldn't give LeBron because if 80 gets a center, that means he moves to the 4. LeBron then
Exactly.
moves to the 3. But now LeBron has to guard more of the perimeter type players playing the 3. See, right now he's the 4, and he's a tech
Well,
sometimes 5, where
he's a
he can
3
be a little.
really, but when Rui is in the game, Rui switches and guards the 3 and LeBron guards the 4.
Exactly. That's the point I'm
Yeah.
making, though. LeBron don't want to have
Mhm.
to chase perimeter players. Now with AD at the 4 and a full-time center there, LeBron has to play the 3, meaning
Has
he
to play
has
the
to
3.
be on the perimeter type of play, the oriented
Yep.
player. That Rui is his little guy that can keep him resting on defense. And so LeBron is like, yeah, AD, I like you, but I ain't playing the 3 no more. I ain't having a because even at the 3,
He
you might
can't
have to
play the
chase
3
down
no
some of
more.
these.
Come on, bro. He can't do it. He can't guard other threes. Especially with
But then
look at today's
that's
threes.
the problem. But then
Today's
that's what I'm
threes are
saying.
6'6", not 6'8", 6'9". They
But then
6'6".
but this is
Today's
what I'm
threes are
saying,
part of the
Rob.
past
This
shooting
is what I'm
guards.
saying. This is
Yeah,
why now, yeah, you want a center because that's going to preserve you, but it's going to put me, and that's what.
and
So
that's why I'm
my
saying
thing,
AD wanted to get the hell out of there. He went to a team
no.
that has a center.
Okay, so
He
he's
gets
sort of
to play
writing
the
on the
4.
wall.
Yeah,
He's sort of
I've
writing.
been seeing it. I've been saying
What you
trade
doing it,
2 years ago.
but
I told you trade AD and LeBron.
Rob?
I'm trade
You're
them both.
taking up. But you're taking it off of because LeBron was not going to relent. Again, here's the other option: reduce your minutes, Mister 40-year-old, save it for the playoffs. Nah, you
Why would
can't do
LeBron
that.
reduce his minutes for his employee?
Oh, his
Think about
employee.
that.
That's
Ain't
I
he
thought it
signed
was
the
a teammate.
clutch? Ain't he
Wait a
signed the
minute.
clutch?
Oh, but
Ain't he
wait a
signed the
minute.
clutch?
On the court, AD is
Isn't he
the
signed?
MVP.
Isn't he signed to Clutch Sports? Is he not a
This
clutch?
what see, Rob. You
That's
just making my
LeBron's
point,
employee.
Rob. You making
I
my
agree
point.
with you. I ain't trying to. I'm telling you. I'm real with this shit. You know I
This
am.
is yeah, you're
I've
right.
been
This is
saying
where
this
this
forever.
conflict of interest. But wait a minute. So you were his boss on the court, but he's a better player than you. He's a more valuable player than
But
you,
you the
and that's
boss. It don't matter. It's a lot of people that's the boss, and they got better people working under them.
see what I'm saying. Then
It's a lot of that.
that's the man. And so it is what it is. That's the conflict of interest that you understand what I'm saying. Like
But how much
you get.
AD make a year? Don't he make like 60?
Yeah, he does. Again, I've said this
Okay,
for
so
years.
LeBron got him caked
80,
out.
80
So
was
80 ain't
good.
gonna
80
say
was
shit.
good. 80 was good doing all the work, letting LeBron get all the credit because I'm making a lot of goddamn money and I live in LA.
Yep.
You can't now. Well, 80 seen the writing on the wall. Well, look, I can't keep playing
Well,
center. And,
80 became a different AD in LA than he was in New Orleans.
well, of course,
AD's name
he's
got
more
so
relevant.
much
I get it.
bigger being seen
I
on the court with
get it.
LeBron every night.
But look, 80 is again. I've said this. 80 has an aloof personality where, yeah, I'm me. If I know that I'm the best player and this old ass nigga getting all the goddamn credit, oh, that ain't gonna sit right with me. I'm gonna show my ass. And see, that's just me. I know 80 is this aloof. Nah, me, if I know I'm doing the work, and that might be the narcissist in me too. I might be a little bit narcissistic myself. But if I know that I've got more points, more rebounds, I shoot better percentage, you take your sabbaticals every year. I get legitimately hurt and I'm getting all the criticism. If we lose, it's my fault. If we win, it's you the reason. Even though I'm the one that had 35 and 20, that shit ain't staying with me. But that's again. So AD finally said, all right, look, all right, I'm good where you getting all the credit, but I'm sick of fucking getting hurt every goddamn year because I'm playing out of my natural position. So y'all need to give me a 25-minute a night center or let Jackson Hayes. But see, that's where they couldn't. And now all of a sudden, this is where you come in and now y'all wasn't good with AD at center. Now you go with Jackson Hayes because the problem is again, Luka is Luka. But Luka
is a pick and roll specialist. He needs Jackson Hayes.
But then Luka is a pick and roll liability on defense. So that's the issue.
But we ain't talking about the defense side. It's the offensive side.
Oh, with the playoffs,
you gotta have.
See, this is my point, Rob. To you, this is my point. You're not gonna have bad teams that y'all been feasting on in the regular season. In the playoffs,
just watched Luka go to the finals last year with Dallas.
What happened?
We just watched Luka go to the finals.
Guess what Luka had? But guess what Luka had? See, look, I made this point. The year before they traded for Kyrie, right? What happened to them? They wound up.
They didn't play well together. Yeah, they had to get their shit together.
It was that between that, but they also had zero defense. Well, then they drafted Lively, and then last year at the deadline, who did they bring in?
They brought in. I forgot his name.
Gafford and PJ Washington.
Yeah.
Lunch pail, defensive rebounding type of forward centers, right? And that took them to the final. So you got to complete the puzzle. You can't just have the shiny pieces.
You got to have the jagged. That's what I'm trying to say.
But you got to have the jagged edge pieces that goes on the edge so you can round out a championship roster. And that's the point. That's the point. So now you are relying on Jackson Hayes to always Rui got the bad knee and so now what happened with Mr. 40 hurts himself trying to actually play defense. That's the problem with the Lakers. The Lakers roster is flimsy. Y'all didn't think y'all had enough with AD, and now y'all gonna rely on Jackson Hayes to be. So we're gonna see when y'all have to play the good team. Even because, in my opinion, even Minnesota is a good team. Minnesota, y'all sleeping on Minnesota.
Everybody in the West is good.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody in the West is good.
So now you
gotta understand something. What's the difference? What's going to be the difference between good teams in a series? The refs.
Well,
the shit's gonna get manipulated. I'm just being honest.
You know what the refs can't do? When a team running that pick and roll on Luka's poor ass defense and Reeves, and let's keep it real, Reeves is your best perimeter defender. That's a boy.
No, you're not a good winner. A good winner, fucking as a guard.
Whose minutes is Goodwin gonna take?
Oh, he comes in all the time. Goodwin plays. Goodwin comes in and Gabe comes in.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
LeBron, Reeves, and Luka ain't always on the floor together.
Yeah, I know. You gotta break that. You gotta break that monotony of.
Then they start cycling them, and then they bring the defense in.
Those are what do you call it? Turnstiles on defense. You can't have three of them.
No, they not all be out there at the same time. That's why they blew the game. That's why they blew this lead tonight, because they put them out there at the same time at the end of the game.
So if Chicago, this is my point, Rob. If Chicago's doing it to you, you realize it's going to be better Chicago's out there.
And they
Memphis. Y'all think Memphis is on job? Memphis is a lot. Memphis roster is a lot better than it was. I'm telling you, Rob. Memphis roster is a lot better than it was 2 years ago. Much better. Because
you can say that, but where's John Warren going to be? Is he going to play?
Probably
every other day.
But guess what?
That's what I'm just saying. When's he going to play? And who's to say we going to play Memphis at all?
That's the whole thing. Memphis is your best. Memphis and Golden State are your best two matchups.
I wouldn't say that.
We about to heat it up, bro. Look, if y'all losing to playing teams in the East.
But we beat the top seeds in the East.
You beat the two team. Okay, bro. Stop.
We beat everybody.
You beat a tired
lost to everybody.
Okay, see, when we
beat
beat Denver.
excuses. I don't want
No,
to
no,
hear the
no, no,
tired
no.
excuses. We got a
Okay.
40-year-old on our team. I don't want to hear nothing about tired.
Oh, you got a 40-year-old. The 40-year-old need to
I don't want
retire.
to hear nothing about tired.
Guess
I
what?
don't.
He's
That's
still gonna.
one thing I'm not going to hear.
Okay. You know he's still gonna be 40 in the playoffs too, right?
And so
Okay.
don't tell me we beat a team and it would because they was tired. I don't want to hear that.
But you're not gonna see Boston in the playoffs to the finals, and then his ass gonna be 40 after two. Man, boy,
Then
you
that's
better
what it
stop. Yeah,
is. I'm just saying we done beat the best teams in the East.
you
We beat the
stop it,
teams in the
bro.
East that
Stop
really
it.
matter.
Stop
I'm
it.
just being honest. We beat the teams in the East that supposedly matter.
Okay, wait.
The
You
only
beat
ones we didn't beat
Boston.
was the Cavs.
The Cavs whip y'all. The Cavs, and when y'all get another game.
The
No,
only
y'all.
team we didn't beat was the Cavs. We beat Boston. We
Y'all
swept the
played the
Knicks.
Cavs twice. You know, you
We
only played OKC
we beat
once,
the
right?
Bucks. Huh?
Y'all only played OKC once, and OKC whip
Yeah,
y'all
we
ass
got two
too.
more games with OKC at the end of the season.
Yeah,
We
and
got
the
two
funny
more games
part is
in like in the next 3
gonna
weeks,
have
2 or 3
everything
weeks.
wrapped up. So they
So the games ain't probably gonna matter.
let me tell you
So it is
something.
what it is. They'll probably be
Let me
resting
tell you
people.
something. When OKC rests SGA and them, and they still whip y'all asses by 20, you gonna realize y'all in trouble.
You worried about OKC, bro? I mean, come on. You talking about top team in the league?
See again. This is the 10 Toes Down podcast. Rose said
Yeah.
that the Lakers is mediocre trash the whole season. When y'all had the 8-game winning streak, when y'all beat Boston, when y'all did, Rose still said y'all are mediocre trash. And the reason why y'all mediocre trash, because y'all perimeter defense is horrible.
But Rowe also said the Knicks are contenders when it's clear as day they are not.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna tell you. Okay,
Rose
let's get into that.
vision
No,
is
it's
blurred
not
like a
clear as day.
motherfucker.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's not clear as
No,
day they are not. It's not clear as they are not. The reason why we are contenders is because when the Knicks have shown they play. First of all, we haven't put our best offensive game and defensive game together at the same time. We
and
have
it's
not
not
done
gonna
that.
happen. It's
How
not
you know
gonna
it's not?
happen
Okay. Here's
because
facts.
you're
Here's facts.
depending on
Hold
players
on.
that ain't
Here's
even
facts.
ready to play.
Who? Like
You
who?
depending on Mitchell Robinson, who ain't gonna be ready. Period. You
Bro,
got
how do you
lucky
know
with
this?
Dame
How do
getting
you
a
know
blood
this?
clot. I mean, you did. You know that Dame blood clot is big because
Okay,
that might give y'all through
you
that
realize
might
we
get y'all through
own
the first
Milwaukee
round.
without you realize we own Milwaukee. Actually they might
Y'all
have a
own
defensive.
Milwaukee when they was playing like shit. Let's be honest. This is gonna be a different Milwaukee in the playoffs.
Yeah,
We all know it.
oh, now who's
Giannis
talking
is
about
coming.
excuses? Now you wouldn't buy that
Hey,
Boston was
didn't Milwaukee
tired.
make a trade? Didn't Milwaukee make a trade for 2 different players since the last time y'all played them?
Yeah, they think
Yes, they
they
did.
got no, they got our
They
guy,
did.
Jericho
They
Sims, the
went and
guy we
made a
didn't need.
trade. They went and made a trade, and they got Porter and they got Kuzma. Let's stop. They
Oh
got rid of
Jesus.
Middleton ass. They're a different
Oh
team.
my God.
And now Dame Lillard is hurt. They went on a run. Then they started,
Jesus.
you know who they are. So to be honest, the team y'all really want to avoid is Detroit. Because you don't have a winning record versus Detroit.
Yeah,
Detroit is 2-1 against y'all.
one time we played him without Brunson, the other time we played him without Cat. See, here's
And
what I'm saying.
that could easily happen again in the playoffs
The Knicks
because
are
y'all
not.
not the
I'm
healthiest
not
team in the
scared
league.
of a team that has to rely on Tobias Harris and Tim Hardaway Jr. for buckets. Not scared.
Okay.
Sorry,
Those are
they're green.
veterans. I love veterans in the playoffs myself.
They're
So
green.
I don't have a
Veterans.
problem with veterans.
They suck.
But you know what
Okay.
happens with green teams? You let Detroit fuck around and win game 1, and that series gets real hard. Because you know what?
Nah,
What happened
bruh.
last year? Y'all played a green team last year, as I remember, and they took
Who?
your ass out.
Oh, come on,
Indiana
bro. Come on.
Pacers.
See what
Indiana
we
wasn't
look,
green. Halliburton wasn't
dude.
green.
We had no Randall.
Halliburton ain't green.
Bro, stop it.
Hey, Halliburton ain't green. Y'all got an injury,
First of
and the
all,
series is over.
the Knicks should have been up 3 games to 0.
But
But
you weren't.
no. Rick Carlisle had to cry, talk about they didn't get no calls. And we had that game 1, and then they called that bullshit. And on top of it, Nimhard hit that goddamn miracle shot. We would have been up 3-0. 3-0.
So that you
All right,
let a green team think they can win, and they won.
Dude, we lost OG
You just
Anunoby.
did it.
Hold on. We lost. We Mitchell Robinson got his ankle
But
snapped.
tell me, is it unlikely that you lose Anobi again? He's injury prone.
He's played the most games he's ever
Is it
played in the
unlikely?
NBA.
Is it unlikely that Brunson get hurt again? Because he's a little Mighty Mouse dude
You
trying to
realize
play like
Brunson
a
got
big
hurt in
guy,
game
and he's
2, right? You
small.
realize Brunson got hurt in game
Yeah,
2 and still
that's
came and
what I'm
dropped
trying to
39,
say.
right?
I'm trying to say these
But,
things are not
but the
unlikely for
point,
your
see,
team.
the point is now we got to Carl Anthony Towns who they cannot guard. See what I'm saying? Like look, bring them all on. Again, I got $500 for anybody that say the Knicks are going to lose it. See, again, I stand
You
10
got
toes down.
Carl Anthony Towns who might fizzle out. I'm
Or
just
he
being
might drop
honest.
40 a night. See what I'm saying? Like
But
you
he
get.
don't maintain, he don't sustain it. That's my thing about
What do you
Carl
mean don't
Anthony
sustain it?
Towns.
This is the best.
He
This is the
don't do it
best.
every night.
This is the best season he's ever played.
This ain't the postseason.
This is the
This is
best
different.
season he's ever
And what
played.
I say, when y'all made sure I said, wait till the postseason because the motherfucker he ain't the same. And that's what he do. All the
La-
bright
la-
light games, where is
last
he at?
year, he was guarding Nikola Jokic, the best player on the planet, and he was doing it quite favorably. And on top of that, the 2 times he's seen Nikola Jokic this year, his eyes lit up and he lit him up. Let's keep it real. See,
But you don't play Denver.
See, the problem is
You don't
again,
play Denver. He
okay,
don't
but
have
this
that
is
killer instinct against everybody. Maybe he got a thing for Joker. I don't know. But he
you
don't have it
moving
against
the
everybody else.
goalposts. I'm
I'm just
showing
telling the
you whether
truth.
we play Denver or not. Okay, so who? Okay, we don't play Denver. So who we gonna play at center in the East this year? Jalen Duren, fucking old ass
You got to
Brook
play
Lopez.
Porzingis.
Oh,
You got to play Porzingis and Al Horford for
so now,
Boston.
so
You
Porzingis
got
is as good as
Allen and what's the other young
so
kid for the
Porzingis is as
Cavs?
good as the Joker.
Porzingis is going to
Is
make that
Porzingis as
motherfucker
good as the
play.
Joker? Is Porzingis
He's
as good as the
different than
Joker?
Joker. He's different than Joker. And that's the thing. He's a
He's
different
soft.
type of player.
He's soft and injury prone. See,
But
keep it a stack.
he is injury prone. But
No,
at the same
see, you're
time, if he on
you're
is Al
making.
Horford ain't injury prone, and if you don't guard Al Horford, what he gonna do?
Oh, jeez.
He gonna knock
Okay,
them threes the fuck
yeah,
down.
that's Dominicano. That's Dominicano respect there, right?
I'm just
You
telling
know,
you what's gonna happen
no.
against Boston. I mean, it's not like y'all don't beat Boston.
See,
It's not like
you're
they
moving,
ran your asses out the
Rob.
gym.
Stay focused. Stay focused. The point is, you've said it. Towns always fizzles out in the playoffs. Then I use
Yeah.
the fact that he actually played well against the best center on the planet. Oh, but you ain't gonna play him. Okay, but then I say, well, then the guys he is gonna play against ain't the Joker. Oh, but so now you coming up with
They
reasons why
ain't the Joker.
inferior
They're not
players.
Joker, but the thing is, they're different. Porzingis is going to be out there by the 3-point line the whole
So
time,
what does
pulling
any of
Cat
them
out
got
of the
to do?
paint,
Hold on.
but he
What
pulls
does
Cat
any
out
of
the
them got
paint.
to do? What does any of them have that's going to stop in this system having Carl Anthony Towns be able to pop out, hit the 3, run the pick and pop with Brunson? What do any of them have that's going to stop him? I need to understand which
Al
one of them are
Horford can
going to be
guard
able to.
him. Al Horford would defend him. They'll also switch
Oh,
over.
Jesus Christ. Al
They'll
Horford
switch
is
Brown on him.
6'9".
They're gonna
Come
switch
on,
Brown
come on.
on him.
This is with
Hey,
no.
I
They're
just
not
watched
going to
Finney Smith
stop him.
I watched
They're
Finney
not
Smith
going to
hold Cat
stop
to
him.
17 points.
Let's keep it a stack.
I
They're not
watched
going to
Finney
stop
Smith.
him.
I watched Finney Smith hold Cat to 17 points. I watched LeBron get on Cat and shut Cat down.
Okay. You watch those two guys You watch those guys play a random Saturday game and play their
A random
hardest.
Saturday game.
Yes, a
I
random
watched them
Saturday
whoop
game.
your
Those
ass
were
without AD playing. AD wasn't even
Jesus
on the
Christ,
court.
bro. Jesus Christ. It's just so
AD wasn't on the court. AD
and
didn't play
what?
tonight.
Okay, so they double team him. Again,
No
you think
Luka, no AD.
okay, hold on. By your same logic, we're not going to see the Lakers. So
You're not.
now keep it to the teams in the East. See what I'm saying?
Okay,
You
so the
love
teams
to
in the
make
East that you got to beat, you have not beaten at all. You have
again.
not
We
beaten the
beaten Dallas.
Cavs.
We
You have
beat
not beaten Boston at all. At
okay.
all.
Okay. Great. We haven't beaten the Cavs. You do realize that a lot
You
of
ain't
Knicks.
beat Boston either. You might get a win against Boston because Boston got shit locked up and the game ain't gonna mean shit.
Okay, great. I know. That's the same shit they said last year, and they missed us because the fucking Pacers cried about it and stole Game 3 because the series would have been over in 5 had they not cried about it and stole Game
Can
3, and
y'all
then our
lose just
injuries
because
caught up
y'all
with us.
lost? Do every loss y'all get have to have a excuse behind
Okay.
it?
Again, I'm gonna say this because
Just say
again,
y'all got your
Rose
ass
stays
beat,
10
leave it
toes
alone.
down. You come up with every reason, and I never stated my
Look,
reason
I
why
don't
Rose.
make excuses when the
Hold on,
Lakers
hold
lose
on,
to Denver. Denver is a better
Rob,
team
you gotta
and
let me
won.
cook. Rob, you gotta let me cook. You gotta let me cook. You gotta let me cook. There's a reason why Rose says the Lakers, the Knicks are contenders. The Knicks are contenders because while they've beaten us, they have not beaten us at 100%. And I want you to understand. Here's a fact: in the limited minutes that Mitchell Robinson plays, he only played 13 minutes last year. I don't even know what happened for him to have 4 nights off and only play 13 minutes. But the Knicks are the second best defensive team while he plays limited minutes. We have him on a guideline. That's what they call it, a guideline. It's load management. It's a fancy way of saying load management. But Mitchell Robinson makes the Knicks from a mediocre defensive team to a elite defensive team. That's just a fact.
I'm
That's a
telling you
fact
like
in a
this.
small
I'm
in a
telling you
small
like
sample size.
this. I'm going to make this very clear to you. Boston at full strength, you don't have a fucking chance.
I don't believe. You know what? I don't believe that because I know
I
this.
do.
I know
Who's
this. The
guarding
same.
who
Hold
taking
on.
Tatum out the game?
I'm not just going by 1 year. I'm not just going by 1 year where we've made a transition and not had our full allotment of players. The Knicks and Boston, when we had motherfucking Emmanuel Quickly and R.J. Barrett, have played the same relative Boston roster. Yes, I get Porzingis. Porzingis was there when the Knicks played them relatively strong. We played them relatively even for quite a few years. Now I get it. Boston, when they play their A game, I've
You're
said
not
this
the
already.
same team.
Hold on, though, Rob. Hold on. When Boston play their A game, they're almost unbeatable. The problem is, and I'll say this again, they have not seen us at our A game. Again, the Knicks starting five have 4 guys that can go all get 15 at least. Right? Okay, great.
Boston bench
Boston.
got
Hold
motherfuckers
on.
that'll
I
give
get
you
it.
40.
I'm just getting there, bro. Boston's bench has been better than ours. I
Your
get it.
bench is giving you 12 points. Boston bench is
Hold
giving
on.
you 60.
Bro, you're saying things that I'm about to address. Now, with Mitchell Robinson in the starting lineup, which is what we might want to do, we now push Josh Hart to the bench. That puts a different energy and creativity level on the bench. Now, again, it's 2 players on my team I don't want to see have to make big bit, and that's Shamman and Austin. Yes, they are weak.
Okay,
They are
now
weak points.
I got a question.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You got Mitchell Robinson at center, right?
Yes.
That means he's guarding Porzingis, right?
No, he won't. No, he won't. He will
Who's
be.
he guarding?
He'll be in a position where he can control the paint. You know, put him in
No,
Porzingis.
who is he
Hold
guarding?
on,
Who is he guarding on
bro. Let me
Boston? I need to
speak.
know who he's guarding.
Bro, you did the same thing King did last year. Ask a question and then speak what we try to answer. Look,
I want to
I'm
know
gonna
who he's
put
guarding.
OG and an Obi. I'm gonna put because I know Porzingis is gonna be floating out there anyway. I might even play a matchup zone with them. Again, I need Tibbs to kind of
You go
maybe
play
Tibbs.
zone. You go play zone
I said a
on the
matchup zone.
highest
Do you
on
understand
the
what a
on the
matchup
team that
zone
shoot the
does?
most 3-pointers in the
Do you
league. You go play
understand what
zone.
matchup zone is? It's not.
They gonna light your ass up.
I said matchup zone. A matchup zone is different than a 2-3 Syracuse. Nobody plays a 2-3 Syracuse in the NBA. Okay,
Boston
I'm
has
gonna go.
all 5 players on this floor will knock down threes for the Celtics. All 5.
Listen. Okay, and great. We got all 5 defend. We got the lineup with all 5 can defend, and that's the thing.
With
One
Mitchell
thing,
Robinson,
Boston will shoot threes, miss them, and track and chase the rebounds down. We have to get better on that. But
what
again,
I'm
what
saying
Mitchell?
is you gotta tell me
Mm-hmm.
who Mitchell Robinson guarding.
Mitchell Robinson will guard he'll guard either Horford if he's on the floor, Tatum if he's on the floor.
Horford coming off the bench. Horford coming off the bench.
Okay, so
So it's gonna
Horford
be
on the bench. That
Porzingis.
means he's gonna go. We're gonna play a matchup zone. So whoever Mitch is on, Mitchell be close to the rim where he can give that help because that's the way they've been breaking
But
us down,
listen to
right?
what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Boston is a jump shooting team.
Get it, bro.
They
See
knocking
again.
down threes. They stretch your
Okay,
defense out. If
you just
Mitchell
said
Robinson,
Porzingis. Hold on.
has to, he has
Rob.
to guard Porzingis. He can't guard nobody else.
No, that's not true. That's not true
Jason
because
Tatum played a 4. He can't guard Tatum.
yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
No, he cannot.
Bro, do you
Mitchell
understand
Robinson cannot guard Jason Tatum, bro. It's gonna be a
what is
shit. You put
okay?
Mitchell Robinson on Tatum, he go for 40.
Okay, if again we're gonna play a matchup zone. If Tatum, again he got his ankle might. If you're gonna tell me what's his ankle not gonna be
They already
100%.
talking about Tatum gonna be back. They say he could have played with
Oh,
the
so
next game.
his ankle is
They
good,
already
but
saying he all right.
all
I'm
right,
just telling you what they saying. They already said
cool.
he all right.
Here's the thing: ankle injuries don't really go away, and they don't really be 100% to the all star. I don't care what he's not gonna be 100%. So he's gonna be a little bit slowed down. And guess what? The fact of the matter is, I'm not. First of all, again, I got Mitchell Robinson to be able to be that backline defense. Now we might just have to play him 20-something minutes. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna guard because you asked me. I'm gonna guard him with OG Anunoby. And you want to know proof that it can work? Because I put OG Anunoby on Embiid last year. That you can't tell me that OG Anunoby can guard Embiid and not be able to guard fucking
But
Porzingis.
you need a Nobi. You need him on either Tatum or Brown.
Well, I also got Josh Hart. And I also got Bridges, so I'll be
Josh
able
Hart
to.
can't
I'll
guard them.
mitigate. No, see again. I'll mitigate. We'll work it out somehow. And the thing is, if we play our 8 offensive game, which we kind of did, like the first game, we shot 55%. They just made 27. Like they had a 3-night like Indiana had tonight. They were like 27 out of 47. That shit don't
Okay,
happen
so
all the
now
time. And again, you're going to
let's
ask that
get your
happen 4
offense.
times.
You already know who on Brunson.
Who?
Who you
Holiday
think? Who you think? Holiday and White.
Brunson cooks all of them.
Holiday and White and Brown.
Hold on. See, what you're not realizing is Brunson has a habit of cooking all of them. Again, we'll
But
see.
they let him
We will
score.
see.
Don't let
Again,
nobody else
we will
score.
see. The problem is, I don't think Boston and that style they play, having 5 guys stand outside of the 3 and then wait for one overreaction so they can get a one-on-one matchup in the paint. That's what they do. That's not real fucking basketball. And I'm gonna tell you this. They better be making sure they hitting because yeah, they can liable to go for 30%, 32% in the. Again, every
That is
Mitchell
very
Robinson,
rare. It's very rare. Let's be honest, bro. It's
I'm telling
rare.
you,
It's
okay, you're
rare.
telling me very rare. You haven't watched Nick
And
basketball.
when the bench come in, the bench versus bench, Boston annihilates you. I don't even want to hear about bench versus bench.
Okay,
We haven't got to discuss that.
the bench come again with our full allotment of players, we might be able to put Hart in the bench unit and
Hart
what's
ain't
it?
gonna save you against a motherfucker that can go for 40 off the
Look,
bench.
I'm not tripping about these cats, bro. I'm not tripping about these
You
cats.
better trip off of them
Okay,
because it's real.
look,
It's not fake.
no, Wilson is not all that. See, I'm gonna let Joey Loud know you was glazing his team as
I'm telling
well.
the truth. The team is good.
No,
I ain't
okay,
never said they
and see
wasn't.
what you would see. The problem is you're being biased because again. This is my main. This is what I maintain. You have not seen us at our best. They're a good contrary to the Lakers. I've seen y'all at your best, and it don't impress me because what y'all did was fucking smoke and mirror. You realize that the Lakers. Hold on.
Yeah,
You
we
realize that the
won. They
Lakers.
won.
Hold on. Here's a fact. Here's another fact. The
The
Lakers
Lakers
are like
beat
plus
y'all. The
0.7.
Lakers beat y'all worse when
I
they
don't care.
wasn't at their best.
I don't care. Those were fixed games. First of all, if
Now
we
it
made
gotta be a
free,
fixed game.
bro, fixed,
How's a
fixed.
fixed game at Madison Square Garden in the middle of
Nigga,
the season is a fixed game now?
you think the Knicks get the
AD not
benefit of the
playing in
doubt
the
in
season.
Madison Square Garden?
Y'all had the game. Y'all had the day off before, but it's a fixed game all of a sudden. How is it fixed? What was fixed about
So
that
let me
game?
tell you something, and I'll say this on my channel. I'll say this with you on my channel. I believe in a few theories. I believe in the loose basket. I believe like they will unscrew a screw a couple of
Phoenix
schools.
just whooped y'all ass. Why would they
Nah,
loosen
nigga.
the basketball
I'm
in Madison
magnet
Square
ball.
Garden?
Hold on.
Why would they have? Who put the Madison ball in Madison Square Garden in y'all house?
Yes,
We
they
in
do.
y'all house. We in y'all house.
You're not getting it. You're not getting it.
On, man.
That don't mean nothing. Look, the league can do what the league got things. Bro,
Why the league need to cheat the fucking Knicks
because
for
they
the
want to
Lakers to
buy
beat them? Why?
narratives. See, you're
What
see, I
narrative?
know.
It ain't no narrative because
They want
nobody
to
has the
buy
Knicks going to the
narratives.
championship.
They wanted the
There's no
Lakers
Lakers
to be
Knicks
on a hot
narrative.
streak. Homie.
There is no Lakers
They
Knicks
wanted to be the
narrative.
Lakers. First
There
of
is
all,
no
we
Lakers
should have
Knicks
beat y'all in
narrative.
LA, right? That was LA where we actually played the
Shoulda,
better
woulda,
game.
coulda,
No,
don't get you the W.
okay. We were leading y'all the whole night. And then again, I will say this, y'all start getting bullshit calls, right? When LeBron had the ball in his hand, Brunson hit LeBron's hand. Hand is part of the ball. That should have been a clean steal. But you know why LeBron got the call? Because he fell to the ground, he flopped. Now, hold on, my nigga. Hold on. How many flopping calls? Hold on, you watch a lot of basketball. How many flopping calls have you seen good call the technical?
You see flops all the time. Come on, man.
How
Stop.
many flopping calls? No, that's not the question I asked you. How many flops have you seen get a technical assessed to it?
I've seen how I'm get a technical because with
Name
this
the last
shitty
one.
ass,
Name the last
with
one.
these
Name the last one you
shitty
saw.
ass, I can't name one off the top of my head
Yeah,
specifically,
you're
but I've
full of
seen it
shit.
before.
Because I
I've
didn't
seen
even
it
watch the
before.
game. Hold on.
How many
You're
fucking
full of shit.
wait? How about this way? Almost every flagrant one is a flopping ball.
No, okay. How many? No, that's not what I'm asking. Because a flagrant one will be called a legitimate foul. The flopping is supposed to be assessed a technical when somebody is acting to draw a call. How many call flops have you seen call?
Oh, car flops?
The
Oh no! I ain't seen a lot of that.
LeBron, and since the rules been put, LeBron, who we all know flops his ass off, has never been called. Now I'm gonna ask you again: how many? When the last time you seen a flop call?
I ain't seen a flop call in how long?
I've seen 3 Knicks get called, and last night DeLon Wright was in the game for less than 1 minute and got called for a fucking flop. Okay, so
And why is
you want
that?
to
Is he flopping?
hold on. And I know I watch more Knick basketball than anything else, but I do watch enough basketball. I've seen motherfuckers with the most egregious flops not get called. The 3 times that I know, and I could, matter of fact, I can look at
I
it. Let me look
mean,
this up. Hold on, I'm gonna look
it's
this up
funny to
now.
me because you guys said this is funny to me because there is no
Nah.
reason
Because
under
I
this
like facts with
skin
my facts.
for somebody
Right?
to be trying to
No,
knock the Knicks down.
I can look it up right
Nobody's trying to
now.
hold the
No, I
Knicks
can look because
back.
this will support my theory that the league has it out for the Knicks. Because if
Why?
nobody's getting called for the flop,
Why though? Why does the
why?
league have it
Because
out
it
for the
buys.
Knicks?
I'm telling you, dude, it buys narrative. So again, one thing you cannot do is make the ball go in a basket, other than the magnet ball. But if you cannot out rebound, you can't take hustle away from a team. Now you can
With the
try
Knicks
to do that
fan
by
base,
calling.
shouldn't the league be trying to pump the Knicks up and not
Nah, because
take them
you know
down?
why? Because the Knicks will make money and draw viewership regardless.
But wouldn't you
Again,
want that in the finals?
maybe not, but they're not going to go out of their way to push the Knicks in
You'd
the
rather
finals.
have
They'll
the
push
Knicks in
another
the
team.
finals than the Bucks. The
You
Bucks
know what?
don't have
You know
no
what?
fucking
The
fan
problem is
base.
again, Rob. They'll push the bigger star to the. The Knicks. They get the Knicks in the second round
Why
of the
don't the
conference
Knicks
final.
have a star? Why haven't they given the Knicks a star? Why
Oh,
haven't
because the Knicks
there's a
get a guy
lot
that
of
got
shit.
hold on. The Knicks get a guy that scores 29 a night, and they still call him not a star. But they'll call a guy like Dame who fucking is man. Let me stop.
Well, they call Brunson a
NBA
star now.
flopping tackles. Hold on.
He
I
had
want
to
to
earn
see
it, but he's a star now.
who
Brunson.
is he not?
He is. He's considered a star now.
Okay, but they don't want to treat and see when I see Doris Burke and Candace Parker and all that talk all that dumb shit. Hold on, NBA Flocking Technicals 2025. NBA Flopping Technicals Call 2025.
Duke knocks out Arizona.
Good news. How many Cooper have? I was supposed to be watching this game, but I couldn't get.
I don't know how much they scored. I got it on, but I ain't watching it. You know, I
Okay.
just it's 98, 93.
Oh, of course. Oh,
I ain't
yes.
even got the sound up.
Technical rule. Okay, so Grizzlies got called for a flop.
Arkansas, Texas Tech is tied with 9 seconds left.
Fucking
I got the sound.
Calipari coaching that team, right? He brought DJ Wagner there. Oh shit! Hold on. Who has been called? Okay, who has been called? NBA permanent in game. I need to know who's been called, man. God damn it, Google. Okay. Josh Richardson 3 times, Moses Moody twice, Josh Okogie. Jalen Brunson, of course, the Knicks is on here. LeBron James actually got called for one.
Yeah, I remember LeBron getting called for one. Now that I just talk about it, I remember him getting called for one.
The Joker, Luka has been called for one. LeBron should have been called 7 times. Even Chisel. Is this from last year? Because I see a lot of Knicks on here. Yeah, this was a year ago. So this was last year. Brunson. Randall was called for 1. Again, remember, these are stars now. Shit. So this was from last year.
That's not a lot, bro.
Bro, this is a joke. It should be one guy should at least have 10 flops. If you got somebody taking 30 charges, like flopping happens a lot more often. Well,
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's not something they trying to call a lot, period, in the league.
They need to get to them flopping out the game. Either way, like I said, Jalen Brunson
need to get real reps that know what the fuck they doing. NCAA refs are better than NBA refs. That's fucking embarrassing.
Jalen Brunson hit LeBron in his hand, and LeBron you get hit in the hand and you fall to the ground. Bro, come on, man. That's when I knew that game was fucking fixed because the Knicks should have won that game. The Knicks, again, without even when Austin Reeves got 2 flops, if the Knicks make free throws, then that game was over.
Hey, y'all didn't and y'all lost, and it was y'all fault.
But that's fine. Again, by your same logic, we won't play the Lakers. We will play Cleveland. Who, again, if the Knicks had won 60-something games,
the whole thing is you don't get to Cleveland without going through Boston. I actually give you a shot against Cleveland. I give you no shot against Boston at all.
Yeah, again, we played Boston strong the last couple of years. Boston do not scare me because they play sham basketball. Period. They play sham basketball. That standing around the 3, that shit will not. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with an intensity. Hell, they might not get out the first round playing that bullshit. Let's keep it real.
Boston is battle tested. This ain't the same Celtics. These motherfuckers been in the Eastern Conference Championship and won 2 finals and won the finals now.
This ain't the same Bulls. This ain't the same Bulls, and the Bulls done beat your championship contending Lakers twice. So now what, man?
But the Knicks ain't beat Boston. You ain't beat them, no.
We've been beating them. We've been beating them the last 3-4 years. The same roster. We beat these
with a
niggas.
Different team. You beat a different when you had a different
team.
Beat them
with RJ Barrett, but we can't beat them with Mikal Bridges.
You beat them. You beat them with Hartenstein. You beat them with Vinny. What's his name?
Okay. So Karl-Anthony Towns can't. So Karl-Anthony Towns can't go off.
No, I don't trust Karl-Anthony Towns at all. He's not Dante DeCinto. He's not even fucking. He's more like what's his name? He's more like Randall. You don't know what if he gonna show up or not. I don't know what that motherfucker gonna do. And he's soft as fucking toilet paper.
He showed up against the Joker. He showed up against the Joker, but AD
he's a soft ass and all of that shit. He's a soft ass.
You moved.
He's a soft ass.
I got you, but he showed up against the Joker.
He's a soft ass. AD is soft too. I ain't gonna act like he ain't. AD had one moment AD has had one moment in the bubble where he played to his 100% capacity and he looked like it, and he was a demon for that one series, that one playoff run in the bubble. Ever since then, AD has been the same dude.
But guess what?
Sometimes he's there, sometimes he ain't.
Guess what? You know my trump card? Only 4 niggas have ever scored 40 points in 4 straight playoff games. 4. Jordan, Jerry West, Bernard King, and Jalen Brunson. So good luck trying to stop that dude with the help he got this year. But
the whole thing is, you can have him. He can give up 40, but you shut down everybody else. You can stop the rest of them. Boston is a defensive team. You don't act like they not.
Yeah, I got you. We'll
don't
see.
Act like they ain't.
Again, bro, we'll see. Again, the only reason you say the Knicks ain't contenders is because we can't beat Boston. We'll see about that.
We might not even have to be.
Hold on. We might not even have to beat Boston.
You're gonna have to beat Boston. You're gonna have to go through Boston, man.
Again, to me.
Now you saying Boston gonna lose in the first round?
To the Bulls.
You trying to say that?
To the Bulls.
You trying to say Boston gonna leave it in the first round? Are you crazy?
Remember? Wait. Ain't you better than Boston since y'all beat them?
I didn't say we better than Boston. I said we beat Boston.
Oh, y'all contended. But Orlando beat the contending Lakers. Orlando beat them. They could lose to Orlando. They got Franz back. They got Paolo back. Paolo playing like an MVP.
I have no confidence in that will happen.
Oh, okay.
I have zero confidence that Boston is losing the first round.
Anything can happen.
I'm not going there, bro.
Listen,
you ain't never gonna give me
the bottom line is, and I'm gonna end it on this. Nobody has seen how good the Knicks can be yet. And I said, again, 10 toes down. Trust me, I'll be here, whether we win or lose. All I know is no one has seen the Knicks at their at their full strength, at their best. And we're gonna see. Until then, I don't get too high or too low. I say what I say. The bottom line is
about being too high or too low. It's about the fact that y'all can't win the game. Y'all need to win.
Okay, and y'all can't beat Chicago.
Chicago don't matter. What that matter? Chicago. It's playoff time. We ain't playing Chicago. We gotta worry about beating.
They gonna play.
Lakers gotta worry about beating Houston. Lakers gotta worry about beating Memphis. Lakers gotta worry about beating OKC. Lakers gotta worry about beating Denver. Lakers gotta worry about beating fucking the Clippers, the Warriors. The only team that the Lakers is guaranteed to beat, most likely, is the fucking Warriors. That's it.
See what you're not understanding. All those teams can do what Chicago do to you. Only they're better. I
just said the Lakers only guaranteed to beat one team. Didn't I just say that?
And so there you go. I'm telling you. Okay. It's not a prediction. It's a spoiler. One of them teams going to run your asses ragged, and that's the point.
If they don't. It's a possibility, but I'm not sitting there acting like I can't see it.
You better get 45. You better get 45 from Luka and 30 from LeBron.
And it's right in your face. How you gonna say you can't see something that's right in your face? Is my thing. You in complete denial when it comes to the Knicks. You're not even realistic.
No, I am realistic. See, this is the problem.
I'm realistic when it comes to the Lakers. You know why? Because we got this motherfucker named Luka Doncic. That when the playoffs start, that motherfucker turns into a fucking. He turned into something else. He Wolverine when the playoffs come.
What happened against the Celtics?
Yeah, who? It was him. They overloaded him. They got defense. They had 3, 4, 5 people that could guard him, that could pressure him. They double teamed him. They did everything. Got the ball out his hands. Kyrie played like complete shit and didn't do nothing. Exactly.
As I said.
And that's why I'm trying to tell you. You acting like the Boston ain't gonna do the same shit to y'all. That's what's funny.
Because they not like that, bro. I just said this. They not like that. Matter of fact, let me tell you.
They was like that against Dallas, but they not like that against y'all.
The Lakers, you could tell y'all played harder than we played. That's why y'all won them games.
That's how you win games.
Okay, but that's
if your team didn't play hard, who fault is that?
Okay, but that's one off. Come to playoffs gonna be a different story. we gonna
How
show
do
that
you
we
know
play
that?
hard.
The Knicks ain't never did shit in the playoffs.
Okay, got you.
Never done shit.
Got you. Got you. Again.
They haven't.
Again.
Second round out.
Oh, Carl Anthony Towns was in the conference finals last year.
He was. They
Okay.
lost.
Okay. So he did shit.
They lost.
Okay,
But that
I
was the
got you.
first time he got there. So you tell me he the leader? Wait, was Carl Anthony Towns the leader? Was he the leader? Didn't they trade his ass after that?
Remember when the Lakers
Didn't
was
they
getting
trade
beat?
him after that? Did they
Didn't you?
trade him after that performance? Did they trade him?
Because of money situation. Yeah, that's how it goes.
No,
They
it was
sell
more.
the
It
team.
wasn't just the money. If he was worth the money, they would have kept his ass.
Okay, gotcha.
Don't get
Here's
it
the
fucked
bottom
up.
line.
Anthony Davis got traded too,
Remember when the
right?
Lakers got beat 45-12 in the first quarter of them playoff games? Remember that a couple of years ago?
Okay, a couple years ago they went to the Western Conference Finals.
Mikal Bridges on that. Oh, this the Western Conference Finals. Okay, great.
They went to the Western Conference Finals a couple of years ago.
And what happened to that? What happened there?
They lost in the Western Conference Finals.
Oh, they got swept, right?
Someplace the Knicks have never been.
They got swept, right? They got
Someplace
swept
the
by
Knicks
the
have
same
never.
team.
They got swept by a better team, not the same team. They got swept by a better team, not the same team, a better team.
Okay, they got swept by a better team, right? The Denver Nuggets, who got swept, who swept y'all, but they haven't beaten us in the last 2 years. And not only
the Denver Nuggets that beat us, that swept us in the West Conference Finals, won the championship.
Okay, and again, they're saying that the Denver Nuggets have not beaten the Knicks since they swept y'all. So
but the Lakers are beating the Knicks. The Lakers are beating the Knicks 3 out of 4 times.
Yeah, because because the games is fixed and they play harder.
Oh, here's your games is fixed now. Just cut that shit out.
Dog, I know what.
LeBron owns the Knicks. He always has and he always will.
Fuck out of here. Same thing with that Steph Curry bullshit. It's like that's because they was giving y'all all the goddamn calls, man.
Steph owns the Knicks too. He owned them too.
I remember the Knicks a couple of years ago because I remember we was in Virginia. We got car trouble going down south. The Knicks that same night, the Knicks that same night was beating the Warriors by 45. This is the first year y'all opened that new tape, whatever building in San Francisco. The Knicks went there and stopped y'all by 40. So let's keep it.
Who was playing the first year they opened Chase? Nobody. They got injuries and all kind of shit was happening the first year they opened.
Oh, I know they had injuries. I got you.
They did. Shit, Steph didn't play most of the season.
All right, boss. I gotta get
to
bed.
was gone. Steph didn't play most of the season, and Clay was hurt. That wasn't even the Warriors.
You on the West Coast? I gotta get up early, move my car, bro. But this was a good show, man. We had we gave Carmelo his flowers. We broke down the LeBron thing, man. We talked around the league, man. This is what we do here, Tinto.
They all there's tuning in. Nobody showed up.
Yeah, listen, man. Sleepy night, but I'm glad I got a good show up because I was we wing it, man. But good show, man. And I'm gonna catch you.
Yeah, it's all good.
See you next week, bro.
So, peace.
All right. Yeah.